What's up, y'all? Welcome to the stream. Uh, what does a guy do when you have to choose between the NASCAR Cups, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, and the NASCAR Xfinity Series? There's no guarantee that it's going to rain over there, so I'm going to just stay right here where I know they can run the whole race. So hope you guys are ready to have some fun. Sorry about the confusion back and forth. It's on, it's off, it's on, it's off, it's on, it's off. It's crazy. But we're going to have a race here today for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. We can do in-car cameras on this one. And it's going to be a good one because we got Cole Custer, we got AJ Allmendinger, and I think we have SVG on the in-car cams today. So hope you guys are ready for a good little race. We're here at the Portland International Raceway. Poor spot for my webcam, but that is what it is. But hope everybody's having a good time today, and we'll no SVG. Okay, Chandler Smith, the final camera. Okay, so we'll just be watching SVG because I think he's going to win this today. This is his ground. He's starting on P2 on the outside run. I think this is going to be a one. So truck was supposed to be 3 hours ago, but Xfinity never fails. Exactly. So hopefully the truck race is going to be with Keegan. Keegan's sticking with the truck race. So if you guys are looking forward to the truck race, go hang out over there. Kind of give us some updates on what's going on. It's on FS2. But I have both, but there's no guarantee it's not going to rain over there. There's rain in that area. I'm not messing with it. So we're just going to stay here and do a full entirety of the Xfinity race, flag to flag coverage. So make sure you guys bring it in here for us today. So hit that like button, see if we can get over to 100 likes. But we're going to be doing the NASCAR Xfinity Series. And it is the Pacific Office Automation 147. Yes, it is a road course. I am not a fan of road coursing, but I am doing it for you guys. And we know we're going to get a full stream in here for this one. I forget Balicki is going to be in multiple races with JGR this year. Yeah, we've been here. Let's do some racing. That's right, Jamie. Good to see you. Now, let me get the emojis going for you guys. Let me get that going for you guys. I haven't had an opportunity to do that. I had to change everything over. Hopefully we'll get some pre-race ceremonies here for everything. And if someone could go over there to the Craftsman Truck Series stream and just let everybody know that we're over here and that we're not doing that now. So unless something happens, I'm just going to leave that stream up just in case they end up trying to run a little bit of it and then they don't finish. We can finish it tomorrow or later tonight. But hope everybody's doing well. Make sure you're doing just an outguyer, huh? We'll see. That's a nice paint job that he's got there. Let me do the memberships and the emojis. But so this is weird. I never thought in a million years that they would do FS1 a race and FS2 a race. I never thought they would ever do that. I never thought they would make their fans do that and choose which one they're going to watch. It's not fair, but it is what it is. So here we go.
Top 5 finishes. Custer, of course, all
Deegan
over
starting
the news
last
this week after an on-track incident with Austin Hill last week, and of course the news about Stewart Haas Racing.
All right, let me get these going here for you guys.
Season. Could Custer end this week on a high note by defending his win in Portland 1 year ago?
Fox NASCAR is live, hitting the road at Portland International Raceway. Custer comes through. What a finish.
Sam Mayer on the pole tonight. Him and SVG on the outside.
Oh no, they're all three going to go straight. Custer goes through. What a finish. Cole Custer, first win of the year.
Keep on hitting that like button for us. We have the 100 likes.
Show for everybody in the stands. He's here to win, and he got it done today.
Algeier,
just saw
those
Cole
cherries,
Custer, the winner
they look
of
like
this
oranges.
race at Portland here last year. It was your first win of the season, so we feel like we can get a repeat or what?
We'll have a shot at it. I think JT and the guys, they brought a good car, so hopefully have a good long-run car. The stages are pretty long today, but overall, I mean, you never know with road course racing. You just try and keep it on track, try and be clean on pit road. Being clean on pit road is going to be really tough today, but I think we have a good Autodesk Ford Mustang today, and hopefully just keep it up front.
We saw the dust-up with you and Austin Hill last week. I spoke to him already. He said you guys addressed everything. Where do things stand with you and AustinLl?
Yeah, I mean, we addressed it, and, it is what it is. We're going to try and move on, because at the end of the day, we got to go try and win races. We're not here to try and wreck each other and do all that stuff. We're here to win. So our guys bring really good cars to the track, and we want to take advantage of that.
The Dinger's car,
obviously,
too,
a
looks
tough week
good.
with the news with SHR shutting down at the end of the season. How do you reflect on your time, though? And I know you got a whole season left, but how do you reflect on your time with SHR?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely pretty heartbreaking. Obviously, I've spent a lot of time there since I was a little kid. So,
keep hitting that like button as you're coming in. 111 of us here. Appreciate y'all being here.
up all right, you know. But I think today, hopefully, we can bring some smiles and some faces, and hopefully take home a checkered flag.
Custer looking for the repeat here at Portland. Shannon?
My goodness, there has been a lot going on.
In the 20 car. Ryan
Truex,
Truex,
over the last week,
Ryan Truex in the 20 car today.
Listen, how do you kind of, I guess you're happy to get into the race car and do what you have to do.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on him outside the race car as a driver, what's going on, as Josh and he just talked about. But inside the race car, he's been doing a great job. If you look at his numbers this year compared to 1 year ago, they're really on par or even a little bit better. He's had more top fives, more top tens. He's led more laps. He sits 6th in the standings. He only has 2 playoff points. He doesn't
can't believe they're going against
NASCAR.
I can't believe it.
That stands out to me. He needs to get into victory lane.
Shocking.
Collect some of those playoff points. They're getting ready to get into a 9-week stretch. They're in week 2 of that now, Larry. And that momentum, trying to get some points and get to victory lane, I think that's important for Cole and that 00 team.
Yeah, I mean, Charlotte certainly was a setback because if you look at the 9 races prior to that, they were just hitting the ball right down the middle, top 10 every single week. Hard to believe they've not found victory lane, but he's always in the hunt when we go road course racing. 24 starts. He got the 2 wins last year, including Portland. 18 top 10s. He's always in the thick of things when we go to a road course.
All right, we just heard Custer's take on what happened last week with Austin Hill. Let's hear the other side. Josh Sims is with Hill now.
All right, Shannon, well, we talked about it earlier, but we got a whole new audience. So let's talk about it. The penalty and your thoughts on how everything stands with Cole Custer right now.
I mean, I think everything is good. We had a lengthy conversation between him and I on Friday, so I thought everything went good there. Respect NASCAR's decision. We're moving on from it. That's all in the past for us. So excited to get going here on the road course, and I feel like road course racing fits my style a little bit. So I think that we can get the job done with our Burnouts Chevrolet today.
Top 10, actually top 5 in both.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Have a good time over there. Go Braves.
What do you need to be a winning
What's up, David
today?
Thomas? Good to see you.
I was a little disappointed in our qualifying effort. I was very surprised that we're struggling as bad as we were in qualifying. But I do think that we had really good pace in practice. I thought that race trim-wise, long run speed, we had some good pace. I think the biggest thing is just minimizing mistakes all day. Be there at the end, stay on track. It gets hairy down in turn 1 a lot, so just being smart about your moves, and hopefully we can get our Burnouts Chevrolet up front where it needs to be, and be as fast as Xfinity Internet all day.
There you go. Good luck, Austin. Thanks.
There are a lot of times when I don't necessarily believe the drivers when they say it's over, but with the penalty that came down, you kind of feel that these guys go, hey, we got to focus on the performance and what we're doing, not on each other.
Well, and I like what I heard out of Cole Custer. We have to focus on the task at hand. Cole needs to find victory
They
lane.
should be up.
And then I think about
hit refresh,
Austin
y'all.
Hill.
For the members,
His
hit refresh.
season
You got
has
your
been a tale
emojis
of
now.
2 tapes. When you look at the first 6 races,
Should be
5
working.
top 5s and all top 10 finishes. But
Emojis
when you look
should
at
be
the
working
last
now.
6 races, you see the numbers right there. Just look at the average finish the last 6 races. 16th, only 1 top 5, and that was 2nd at Darlington, only 1 other top 10. So again, both these drivers, they have to put Charlotte behind them and focus on the task at hand. To David's point, how many races in a row they've got coming up.
And the task at hand, of course, is Portland, this racetrack, the 3rd time the Xfinity Series has raced there. As we're getting ready closer and closer to start your engines in this race. Driver introductions taking place. We'll be right back.
I think it's Sheldon Creed. Sheldon Creed. Hope everybody's doing well. Make sure you're hitting that like button for us as you're coming in. Truck races on FS2. Xfinity races on FS1. No guarantee that race gets with arms wide open. That's right, Sheldon Creed. But hope everybody's doing well tonight. Make sure you hit that like button for us as you're coming in. We would love for you to hang with us the rest of the year. Tomorrow we'll be doing the NASCAR Cup Series race right here on the channel. So wish I could have done all 3, but we can't do them with it at the same time. I don't have 2 laptops that are powerful like that. So I guess we could do side by side and then swap the, if you wanted to do that, we could do side by side and then take me off the cam. But it is what it is. We'll have some fun here with the in-car cameras today with NASCAR. And Austin Hill being fined big time money for wrecking Cole Custer last week in Charlotte. That was interesting, but let's go over the lineup here. Sam Mayer gets the pole for the race here. SVG on the outside. It should be interesting. Riley Herbst, Cole Custer. Justin Allgaier, Sheldon Creed, Parker Klingerman, Josh Balicki, Sammy Smith, AJ Allmendinger, Chandler Smith, Jesse Love, Ryan Truex, Sage Karam, Parker Retzlaff, Jeb Burton, Ed Jones, Austin Hill, Anthony Alfredo, Brendan Jones, Preston Purtis, Josh Williams, Kyle Weatherman, Ryan Sieg, Ryan Ellis, Austin Green, Jeremy Clements, Brendan Poole, Matt Benedetto, Andre Castro, Blaine Perkins, Leland Honeyman, Logan Bearden, Garrett Smithley, Nathan Beard, Patrick Gallagher, Kyle Sieg, and then very last place, Haley Deegan. So there is your lineup. Hope everybody's ready to have some fun. I'm ready to have some fun. We're bringing in-car cameras today, all that good stuff, and have some fun and see if we can have a huge stream over here. But if you're looking for the Xfinity, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, make sure you head on over to Keegan. He's going to be doing the truck race. So, but no telling over there what's going to happen to that truck race. Rain could hit any moment and then shut it down. We tried to stream that thing 4 times today, and every time they'd be like, "All right, we're ready," and then nope. So hit that subscribe. We're trying to get to 13,500 today or this weekend. We'll see if we can get there. Probably not. You got track schemes instead of truck schemes instead. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Sorry about that. 1 second. Oh man, trucks. Sorry. Image. Thank you. There we go. There we go. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. And here we go. Go to the live audio.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are racing. How beautiful is that scene right there? Let's take a look at some of the drivers getting ready to be introduced right now, Larry Mack.
That is the polecat there, Sam Mayer. 3 wins on road courses in his last 5. Got that win at Texas, and actually on a roll right now, sitting on 3 consecutive top 5 finishes.
Yeah, Riley Herbst, I think he's a little bit of a sleeper today. Starting 3rd, he's always a pretty fast road course racer. He's got a top 5 at the Roval last year and a 2nd place finish at Talladega. So still looking for his first win of the year.
I talked about Justin Allgaier earlier in the show, qualified 5th, got that win at Darlington a few weeks ago, made his 450th career start at Charlotte last weekend, and they are fast every single week right now. 3 road course wins for Justin.
That is a lot of starts for Justin Allgaier.
They got all of it going on here.
Race picks. I'm going to go first, all right? Ladies first this weekend. I'm just tired of them picking everyone that I want to pick.
Truck scanner,
totally did this.
Xfinity scanner, they got it all going on today. So
was running
confusing.
second, as we mentioned, Dakota when he had his issues.
Shannon picked Shane before we even walked into the building.
I picked him last week. I think
you picked him on a conference call on Tuesday.
As well.
Is what you did.
Okay, so who's going next, Larry?
I'm going to go next. You just heard me talk about him. He's won 3 of the last 5 road course races.
I'm doing SVG for the win, man.
He was good in practice yesterday.
Yeah.
Sam Mayer, 3rd at Portland last year. He's going to get his first trip to Victory Lane out there
How
as
about
well.
that?
Sam Mayer could do it too.
Justin Allgaier.
Okay.
Larry was just talking about him. He does have a few road course wins. He's got a lot of confidence. He's got a lot of swagger.
Refresh.
I spent
They're
some time
there.
with him this week out in Iowa testing, and I know he was looking
have to hit
forward to the
refresh.
race today in Portland. He finished 2nd 1 year ago, and I think he's going to have the speed today to compete with your boy Shane.
Yeah.
I go back to what I said earlier. It may not be the fastest car, the fastest driver. Who can keep those wires from sparking inside that helmet when we get down to 10 to go? I promise you, it will be chaos at its fullest.
It's in between the ears that's most important out
then
there.
When they buckle that chin strap, it flips that switch.
It's time to head trackside for opening ceremonies in Portland.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise as you are able and remove your hats for the presentation of colors by service members of the United States Army.
Okay.
Please welcome Donnie Floyd from Motorsports Outreach to provide today's invocation.
Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father God, we thank you for a beautiful and wonderful day here in the state of Oregon. God, we thank you for all that you do for us. And we pray over this event today, Lord, that you would protect these drivers, all of the employees that work on the race teams, and all of the fans. For God, we are here in the spirit of competition. And so, God, we know that we live a life where we don't always meet your standard. I pray, God, Lord, that you would forgive us of that. But today, Lord, that we would come together in unity as we watch something we love so much, the sport of NASCAR. So, God, we pray your favor over today's event. We pray for your mercy and grace over all that we do. In the name of your Son, Christ Jesus. Amen.
And now, here to perform the national anthem for today's race, please welcome country recording artist Jesse Lee.
All right, USA in the chat, y'all.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right.
Mentioned AJ Allmendinger going to the back of the field. According to Bob Pockrass, 10 other drivers will join him back
AJ
there.
Allmendinger going to the back of the pack.
So I'll let Adam Alexander, Jamie McMurray, and Trevor Bayne fill you in on the other side of the break. Enjoy the race, everyone.
All right, so about 5 minutes before the command, make sure you're hitting that like button, and let's see here. Let's see who's everybody got. Little Jack's picking Allgaier. Who else was picking who? Thank you for all the USAs in the chat. Little Jack's picking Allgaier. Brownie's playing You Have to Double a Damn Sam Mayer emoji. I'm sorry about that. Let's see who else we got. No, that's a 7. 1 and a 7. I don't see a double emoji. I don't know. Maybe I do. Let's see who else. Jesse Love for the win. SC says, who do you got to win this thing? I sure do hope no rear axle doesn't fall off the car. I hope so too, Polish Racer. You got SVG, me as well. Jamie Mack in the booth. Wow, yeah. So I don't even think they're there. I think they're going to be in the studios just calling a race. I don't think they're there at the race. I might have to go with SVG on this one. Yeah, Jesse Love hammered down, David Farmer says. What's going on, David? Appreciate you here. V-Pro is down. V-Pro is down. Little Goke says, what's going on, man? How you doing? Richard says, God bless America. Thanks for all the... Isabel finished P3 yesterday in the ARCA West Series in Portland International. Nice. That's cool. So lots of racing all over the country. Where's the race at? It is in Portland, Oregon at the Portland International Raceway. It is a road course. So make sure you hit the like button for us. This is the Xfinity race. If you want to watch the Craftsman Truck Series, it is over there on Keegan's race. He's doing that on his side. So if you want to watch listen to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series or both, go back and forth today, whatever you want to do. But we're going to have the live audio of the FS1 broadcast. We're going to have the in-car cameras as well. And we're looking forward to all the fun. So hope everybody has a good time. And I don't like road courses, but I figured that this was a bigger sport. Plus, there's no telling if it's going to rain again there in St. Louis. So going with this, I know it's not going to be delayed. So I can't handle referencing death in his message. ATF, he's still here. My pick is Custer. I don't want two obvious winners. It's kind of obvious though, Bronny. SVG road course. It's going to be kind of hard not to pick him. But man, I should be in Portland right now. That's right, Steve. You're not picking him. Okay, that's okay. You don't have to. But we'll be bringing live audio and the in-car cameras here for you guys. We got 3 of them tonight. And it's not showing it right now, but we'll be hopefully there here in a second. But gentlemen, start your engines. Just coming up here in just a second. Allgaier for me. What's up, Justin? Good to see you. Keep me update on I guess we can keep our date on the Braves down there on our sports ticker. But let me know how that's going with stats and all that too. Thank you, Jake. as the Braves are playing the A's in Atlanta. And here we go. Let's go racing.
In the Pacific Northwest. It's time to hit the road in NASCAR's Xfinity Series. Next Saturday, we're in wine country.
Only 8-minute drive. Wow,
today,
you should be there.
Portland International Raceway.
All right, I'm gonna mute that because there's music there. But make sure you hit that like button for us. Coming in here, trying to get to 100 likes for our stream today. We're only at 44, so let's get there, get that going, and help us get to 100 likes tonight. But as the Austin Hill and Cole Custer came to an agreement, said that they were fine now. They weren't so bad. Rough start for sale so far. Oh, great. So 44 likes. 44 likes is it. Richard dropping those Rangers. We have plenty of redeems as well, guys. Sends the rain to Florida. We need it. We have no rain in the Florida Keys. Oh, man.
Portland, baby.
Let's go Portland.
It's our third trip to Portland, Oregon. Always plenty of highlights when you go road racing in the Xfinity Series. And we already had a big highlight today. Qualifying this morning here. And A.J. Allmendinger, the king of the road when it comes to Xfinity cars. 11 wins. He's one of the best, trying to lock into the second round of qualifying. Off track in turn 12 and into the tire barrier. He goes to the back in a backup car. A lot of work for this team. Once qualifying wrapped up earlier today here in Portland, it's going to be showtime when we go green. Watching him come from the back to the front, the dinger, is always entertaining when we hit the road. Other drivers that we'll be keeping an eye on, not only A.J. Allmendinger, we got his onboard camera. Cole Custer, really good here a season ago. He's our reigning champion. And how about a little Chandler Smith? He comes in with a championship lead. He, too, starts today's race in the back. We'll talk about all these guys coming up. Right now, we're going trackside for the command.
Race fans, it's time for the most famous words in motorsports. Here to give the command, please welcome from Pacific Office Automation, Andrew Weatherly.
Driver, start your engines.
I missed it. Are you kidding me? They have in-car cameras on the truck races today? Of all the days? Are you kidding me? They have in-car cameras on the truck races, which is the wrong one.
The engines have fired. It's a great day for racing.
Unbelievable.
Here in Portland. We're happy you're with us. Welcome
Are you kidding me?
With Trevor Bain, Jamie McMurray, a couple of Daytona 500 champions. I'm Adam Alexander. So here we go. Second road course race of the year, and the drama is already building. I said it off the top. A.J. Allmendinger from the back in a backup car. Jamie, how does he get to the front and win again today?
Well, I guess we can watch the truck race then.
He's won 6 of the last 12 road course Xfinity Series races. He's also won 11.
Was supposed
overall.
to be Cole
That's
Custer.
More than the rest of the field combined. AJ
Yeah, these guys are not at the track. They are at a studio. Cole Custer, A.J. Allmendinger, and Chandler Smith, and it's all three.
AJ was able to make it to the front and win this.
It's all three truck races
on the first lap. But I would say
which
today,
is
his
weird.
biggest challenger is going to be his teammate, who's starting on the front row. Shane Van Gisbergen came
See,
close
look,
to winning Dakota, our
it's
last
the,
road course race.
it's the-
has that track position. AJ will have his hands full with this.
It's the
one.
truck race. We can watch the truck race and call the other one at the same time.
Abbreviate to SVG. I'm sure we'll do a little bit of that as the day unfolds. So
Oh, yeah, I know. SVG should have been in the in-car camera.
When it comes to road
So we can
racing.
watch the truck
Give me some
race
other names
thanks
that
to
could
the
upset that
NASCAR
colleague
messing
apple
up.
cart, Trevor.
Yeah, I'm going to start off with Larry McReynolds' pick, actually. Sam Mayer here. I didn't think I'd be
We can
adding
just
him to
watch the
road
truck
course
race,
ringer
too.
list anytime soon, but last year when he got
This
that
is
first
wild.
win at Road
It's
America,
so
it
weird.
just kicked off a big run for him.
When
here.
have
You
they
see his
ever
last 5 road
done
course
that?
races all in the top 10, but what's more impressive is 4 in the top 2. So this guy right here has got it going on the pole tonight for this race. So a lot of momentum there. But another guy,
Make sure you hit that like button for us.
winner, Cole Custer.
So I guess we're going to watch the truck race and listen to the Xfinity race.
And you see right here, takes advantage of this late race restart. When a couple guys run off, have to go through the barricades there. Cole inherits the lead, and at the end of the race, as Justin Allgaier puts pressure on his bumper, he's able to hold them off and come across to get that win.
A season ago here, the finishes in Stage 1 and Stage 2 were unbelievable, and we had that run to the checkered flag. I hope it's foreshadowing for what we see here today. The stars in NASCAR are always behind the wheel, but when you go road racing, you have to talk about the track. Walk us through it, guys. Almost 2 miles.
I can't believe it. They haven't had truck cameras all season.
Main trouble spot. We just saw it a second ago, and we'll take another look at it. But turns 1, 2, and 3 create a lot of opportunity to make mistakes. You'll see here as Parker Kligerman dives to the inside from third place, locks up that right front wheel and slides into Justin Allgaier, knocking him and Sheldon Creed off the track. They have to go through those A-frame barricades before they re-enter the track.
It's so wild and crazy.
To navigate those barricades throughout the race.
Yeah, and Trevor, I'm going to hop over to the far
The
other
jet
side of
skis
the
in
racetrack,
first place
all the
over
way
there,
to turn 12,
and
the last turn on the
Eckes.
racetrack, because we saw a lot of this morning in qualifying. This is Brandon Jones. He runs off the track, but the consequence isn't running off the track. It's trying to get back onto the track. There's been a lip that has developed from the cars exiting the turn. If you look at this right here, when the
Well, that's a bummer. I was really looking forward to some racing and some.
Adam, look at how thick that lip is. The splitters are getting caught on that, ripping them off the car.
2 races at the same time.
Turn 12 used to be getting off the racing surface. Now the big problem is getting back on the racing surface once you're shoved off into the grass. Let's hear from our pit reporters, Josh Sims, Amanda Busick. We start things off with Josh. Good afternoon, Josh.
Well, Adam, it's been a frustrating week for Austin Hill in the 21. He was penalized 25 driver points and fined $25,000 for turning intentionally Cole Custer, that is, last week at Charlotte. When I spoke to him earlier today, he said the big thing for him was
Keep hitting that like button for us. We're not having the in-car cameras for the Xfinity race. This is the truck race right there below.
Were the terms that he used. Shouldn't be a factor here today. And speaking of being a factor, look at the 48 Parker Kligerman. 7
Never had cameras for the truck race
last
ever.
Year said his car is even better and feels they have a shot to have a big points day and go for the win. Amanda.
Hey, Josh, for the 0-0 of Cole Custer, he was a beneficiary of that late restart here last year, put himself in a position to pick up his first win of the season and would go on to win the championship. Well, the reigning champ comes back into Portland, still looking for a win on the season. Said that he has a much deeper playbook
I don't even know
this
what
year
car
and
that
is
is.
in a very good position to see how they can go forward. And for the 7 of Justin Allgaier, he was on the wrong side of that restart. He said that while Darlington's been a highlight this season, they don't really feel like they can do much right this year, but said on a positive, they have more raw speed than they've had in recent seasons. So hopes can play with that today and execute. But guys, keep an eye on Justin's pit stop. His crew chief, Jim Pullman, will
So
be
AJ
over the
Allmendinger,
wall
10 cars are going to the rear of the field.
And some might wonder why that is, Amanda. We've got a whole new format today.
6 runs, an inning, and a third. Oh my gosh.
Could very well
Let's
be
have a great day.
in how we
Junior
manage
Motorsports.
strategy.
Let's
That's always
go.
a part of the equation when you go road racing. We'll talk about that as the afternoon unfolds.
Granted,
This is
it's a weather
concerning.
thing.
You go to a
Still
backup
ad.
car, you
Still
don't have a
on.
lot
I
of
know.
time to get it ready, and they're still
Stuart Friesen
working
should
on that
win.
16 before they roll off. This is AJ Allmendinger's on board.
Yeah, it looks to me like it's a radio issue. You see right there on the right of your screen, they're trying to put a new radio.
Anybody
in to
else
see if
tell
they
me if you can
hear him.
get
Obviously,
the
that's gonna be
Xfinity
critical.
race
And you can hear AJ
cams
right
up.
there referencing that.
If not, we'll watch the truck
cannot
race and the
hear them.
Xfinity race at the same time. Say they can't get AJ
That's
Allmendinger's
Alex
radio
Youngs.
working.
Yeah, so they're referencing that they can hear AJ, but you've got to have radio communication or you can't be on the track. So they're talking about having to go behind the wall now to see if they can get this fixed.
That's Alex Younts, the crew
Yeah, they
chief
don't know what to do
on
today.
the passenger side of the car. And
So
I thought I
Dinger's-
did hear them say we might have to push this thing behind a wall and walking it toward their pit stall now, and we'll see what his fate is. But, again, had the problems with a really fast race car in qualifying. And when he went off track and backed it into the tire barrier, it forced them to go to a backup. They dropped to the rear, and they've been working hard ever since.
Well, and you could see that there was a lot of tape on that radio harness, which means they've
Rick
already tried to
gifting
replace the
10
primary harness. So it could be a
memberships
helmet
today.
issue, it could be a
Awesome.
number
Thank
of
you so
things
much,
here that
Mountain
they're
Billy,
chasing
William
down.
Frederick,
And that's a hard thing with
Andrew,
electrical. You don't know where to
Curtis,
start.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you,
Butterfly, Myrtle the Turtle, and Tim.
Try to get another plan put together.
Awesome.
But yeah, I've got you just
Tony,
fine, guys.
James, who else?
So bottom of the screen,
awesome, y'all. You are now welcome
today,
for the memberships. Thank you, Rick, for donating 10 on the go with CeeLo memberships. They are MVP as well.
Let's take a look
Congratulations,
at our
everybody.
This one, the Toyota onboard, looking at Chandler Smith. I mentioned
Thank
he
you,
comes
Rick.
in with a championship
Appreciate
lead.
it.
He's another driver that had problems earlier today. Going to have to drive from the rear, despite
you will be able to have those emojis now for the rest of the month.
Little bumper cam there. I'd say that'll be put to good use. Turn 1,
Congrats.
2, 3, maybe turn 12 later.
If you
today.
did not get a membership, you can get the
Onboard
emoji
is our lead
membership for
filter,
99
onboard camera.
cents.
Looking at the eyes of AJ Allman.
The truck race is not on Fox, so you are seeing the Fox in cars for the
Good
trucks.
sign that the engine is fired and maybe now
yeah,
they've
but
got
like
the radio where it
they
needs
said
to
this
be.
is on NASCAR.com. You click on it, it says the Xfinity race.
But I'm ready
So
to go. Yeah. And now our Ford Performance onboard camera.
it says Xfinity
And to talk
in-car
about Cole
cameras.
Custer, who won here a season ago.
Yeah, I like this right here. We got this foot cam. It's really fun to watch these guys on road course work the throttle, work the brake, and how they maneuver.
Maybe I clicked on the wrong one. I don't know.
Entire race and didn't even notice
Let's
the
see.
message on his foot. It said floor on his shoes. You got to see that with the Sharpie on there. I watched his onboard back, and he had a nice Sharpie note on there.
Okay, they fixed it.
I'm happy to see AJ Allman.
Maybe they have both of them. Okay, here we
This
go.
reminds me so much of what you talked about, Jamie. I know we're in the dry today, so the circumstances are different. But if you go back 2 years ago, the first race here, and he's always the favorite when we come to these road course races, and he was off the track before we even saw the green flag, and you're like, oh my gosh, how's he ever going to come
Nope.
back? And he does.
It shows it, but it's not. It's so weird.
Yeah, and the one thing, Adam, I would tell you, if they don't
Thank
have
you for all those gifted
today,
memberships,
yeah,
Rick.
road
We
course, the
appreciate
way
you.
these stages are broken down, that's most likely when you're going to pit. You can kind of spot for yourself for the most part at a road course. So if you're not going to have that, today would be the day not to have communication.
It just says
Hard for me
trucks
to believe,
in-car cameras. They don't
when we
have
wrap
the
things here
Xfinity
today,
in-car
we'll be
cameras.
halfway through the regular season.
So I guess it is
13
trucks today.
Events in. 5 drivers have won and have locked themselves into the playoffs.
Maybe it's
Chandler
down
Smith,
here.
I mentioned
Let me
the
move it
regular
down some.
season or the regular season points leader. When you go on back, Cole Custer hasn't won at plus 144, but I drift down from 10th on back. A lot of conversation today about strategy and going after those stage points, which could be enormous.
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
and some of that
at least
will
we get to
dictate
watch
whether
both
they'll try to
races
flip the
today.
stage or not, but,
Keep hitting
you know,
that
we
like
have so
button
many
for us.
Guys come into the series from the Cup
No,
Series.
that's
or
what it
part-time
says,
drivers that have
CeeLo,
won
but no
races this
Xfinity
year. When you
available.
look at the 20 cars,
Unbelievable. I
17
thought
that
for
have
sure
winners, it leaves
they would
a
have
lot of
Xfinity
opportunity
today.
for Cole
Maybe
Custer
because
on
it's a
back
road
to win your
course?
way
I
out
don't
of
know.
these playoffs.
Yeah, Allmendinger needs to capitalize today. Shane Bank.
Well, we'll watch both of them then.
On that list could capitalize on this today. Sheldon Creek.
My nephew, crew chief of 42, had top 15 finish last week. Never got mentioned last week on YouTube extended highlights. Waltrip must not like Nice Motorsports. Just saying. Sergeant Bob, what's up?
Drivers, 3 wins with 3 different guys.
Well, if I knew that,
behind
we
the
were just
wheel.
on the truck
Start
race.
things
But
off.
it's fun.
Race
We can
3,
watch
Las
both.
Vegas, John Hunter Nemechek got it done. He was so strong here a season ago driving full-time for Joe Gibbs Racing. Martinsville belonged to Eric Almirola, making his return to the Xfinity Series. He has been great this year part-time. And Ryan Truex, the last time he was in the Xfinity Series, he won at Dover. 2nd career victory for him. He went back-to-back at the Monster Mile. Pacing the
All right,
field
green
today,
flag
the
coming up.
Toyota GR Supra.
Picked the wrong one
Shannon
again.
referenced this in race day.
Sorry.
We talked about AJ going to the back. He's one of 11 drivers that have to start at the rear.
All right, here we go. Boogity, boogity, boogity.
Here we go, green flag. Front row. Here we go, green flag.
Let's go racing, boys.
On row 2. Here we go, off of turn 12. We are green in Portland.
Sam Mayer with an incredible launch from that restart zone is able to take the line that he wants. You see, get down into turn 1.
Oh,
he's going around.
Sam Mayer gets hit right away. In the first turn, Sam Mayer gets turned. Looked like SVG didn't want to do it, but then someone else did it. What's up, Marquise?
Leaves the door open and allows
Sam Mayer gets hit on the first lap.
Locks up the wheel and turns him around.
Yeah, I'd want to go back and look at that. It looked to me like Shane was trying to get slowed down. I was actually a little shocked from that view that we had. It seemed like Mayer felt like he had a little more of a gap on Shane and took that traditional line.
You're welcome.
Clearly left the door open and Shane
Can't get either race to work. Well, at least we get to watch both. We get to listen and watch.
and we said turn 1, 2, 3 are going to be chaotic. I didn't know lap 1.
We're 3 for 3. 3 years here, and already we've had an incident in our third race at Portland where the event
Still
has been
green,
impacted
though.
by what
Riley
happens
Herbst, the
down in
leader.
turns 1, 2, and
Let me
3.
see those
this would be a little bit of
98s in the
overview
chat.
From an aerial cam.
98 for Riley Herbst. He's the leader at the Xfinity
line.
race.
And it just looks to me like he's a little bit cautious getting into turn 1. You see Shane's trying to get slowed down, but just makes contact, sends Mayer
What's up,
around.
NASCAR fan? Dropping those 98s.
Capitalize on it.
And I don't blame that on Shane Van Gisbergen.
And then lap 3, we're going to honor Dale Sr. Lap 3, we're going to honor Dale Sr.
Not realizing that Shane's in there, locked up, and it's going to happen every time.
Let's go on board
SVG, what are you doing? Back in third. You know, I don't think he wanted to spin out Sam Mayer, and he slammed it.
The rear brakes up right there, trying to stay off of Sam Mayer. You know, typically the start of these races,
Guess my brother on the pit box with a nephew today.
The one
Awesome.
thing that we need to talk about here, though, very limited practice, obviously a little bit of qualifying. I think getting
so lap 3, we're going to honor Dale Sr. They're on lap 2.
Turn 1, everybody's still filling that out.
We mentioned that some good drivers are coming from the back after dropping to the rear because of those adjustments. A.J. Allmendinger in that category. Now Sam Mayer, who fell to 27th after spinning out in turn 1. By the way, when you missed the corner down there, and we saw a few drivers do it beyond Mayer.
I know. I thought for sure he would stake the lead from the first and not give it up.
Turn 1 or turn 2.
Yeah, and the one thing that we have learned over the last 2 years is paying that penalty. It's not a huge penalty. We've seen some of the guys actually only lose a couple of positions if you can do that correctly.
Well, we saw Justin Allgaier
Keep hitting that subscribe, y'all. Thank you so much.
Be able to finish second there on the
Oh, they
last
finally
lap.
switched it. Okay, now we're good.
Yeah,
this is
Brandon
Cole
Jones there
Custer.
out front of
We're good
A.J.
now.
Allmendinger ran the ARCA race yesterday, finished second.
They
Getting
finally
some laps,
figured it
but
out.
I've been really impressed with this 98 car out front so far this weekend. Fastest in round 1 of
Oh, look at
qualifying.
the
Now
foot
out front, we
cam.
know that these Stewart Haas cars would be good based on
That's
Cole
awesome.
Custer's performance last
Foot
year, but
cam.
right now, doing a good job.
Ford still winless. In
So on lap 3,
2024 in the Xfinity
we honor
Series.
Dale Sr. right here on the channel. Let me see those
When Riley
3s in the
Herbst won a
chat.
stage, they played a little strategy,
3s,
ran long when
redeem
many were
Dale.
flipping the stage. So
We honor
not
you,
totally
Dale
shocking to
Sr.
see
on
the
lap
98
3,
out
no
front. They had
matter
a lot of
what
speed
we
this year.
do.
He was top 5
On this
last
channel
fall
for
on the
racing,
road,
we
so
honor
know
you.
can
Lap
get it
3,
done
Dale
on the road.
Sr. Lap 3.
Cole Guster getting
Let
a
me
little
see
bit
you.
racy, actually getting
3s
into
in the
the
chat
side
for
of
Dale
Shane Van
Sr.
Gisbergen right there as they
MVP.
head onto that
Always.
backstretch. This
You
leads
are
down into
the
turn 10,
man.
which is a fairly heavy braking zone.
Raise you know
I
what
think the
and
best
praise
passing spot
you
on this
know
racetrack
what.
based on the last couple of years.
SVG
You see they're gonna make
is
this
now
left into turn 10,
in third
turn
place.
11
Thank
is
you
the
so much
right.
for that
Heading into
3s,
turn 12,
y'all.
if you're on
Appreciate it.
somebody, you can get into the rear bumper a little bit and
Okay,
get
that
inside
I'm
of
not.
it
I don't
right
want
here.
to
It's one
see
of the best
foots
passing
the whole
zones
entire
Trevor, we've
time.
seen
I want to
the
see.
last 2 years.
Yeah, it's been great. And I love watching that footwork there because as a driver, you don't even really think about what you're doing. Your brain's just connected to those pedals and, you know, that pump you see with the left
That
foot
was
there,
weird
check the
that we were
brakes
getting
before you
both
get into turn
cams.
1. We all do it without, it's just second nature. You know, you don't even think about it.
I want to make sure I got the quote
Bring it
right.
back here in
As a
just a
driver,
second.
Your brain is connected to the pedals.
Maybe the wrong pedals sometimes.
Ooh, I like this ground shot.
See the number on that car.
To 91.
We are watching
Yeah, he
the
got off
in-car
and you saw
camera
he came back on the track.
of
That's what we
A.J.
talked about there
Allmendinger.
being
He is
so many
coming from the
issues.
back.
Watch when he comes back on the track. We talked about this big lip and how thick that was, catching the front end of that splitter.
A.J. Allmendinger in 28th spot.
Ooh, still not bad though. It didn't catch the front edge of that, which is what ripped that off. But you can still see you have to be really careful of that, even if you have to come on the track a little bit slower, Trevor, to make sure you don't destroy your car.
Yeah, and I'm sure he saw what happened in qualifying. You see him change his angle at the last second, try to come across it sideways a little bit. Really fortunate there to keep that splitter on the car.
Hey, we got to
Is that rubber flying? Yes, that's a lot of rubber flying because these guys are going over these dirts
and he was able to drive through the
yeah.
field, finish in the 11th position despite a penalty. So a really good effort for this team last weekend at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
That
Opening
bumper
stage,
cam.
25 laps. Herbst is leading.
I was in
Allgaier
Daytona
second, Van Gisbergen
last
and
year.
Custer
He finally won the 500. All those crews lining up to congratulate him. Brought goosebumps. I bet. 98, right?
Really strong when it comes to
Keep hitting that like button, y'all. We're trying to get to 100 likes on the channel. Help us get there.
Too tight. He couldn't push it the way he wanted to. Yes, they felt good about what they have, and he was good last year.
We're at 72, almost to 100.
Just not a winning type of car, but a car that is a couple adjustments away from being that winning car that they need as Sheldon looks for that first win of his career in the Xfinity Series, Amanda.
And Josh, go ahead and take a look
AJ
at that.
gonna
16
wreck.
AJ Allmendinger
Just you
on
watch.
the move here already. Had just made
He
an
is
overpass
moving, man.
on the 29 of Perkins, but you saw the little chaotic start for the team. You saw AJ swap helmets as well. It wasn't necessarily
Scanner
a
available for
issue
Xfinity?
as
Yeah,
much
it
as
is.
they were on the
No,
wrong
I don't see
channel.
any scanners
Ended up
available
swapping to
for.
channel 2, and now the team is in perfect communication. But that car
No, there's
he's
not.
driving here today,
No
that
scanners.
backup was
Man,
set
I
up for
chose
Sonoma.
the wrong
AJ
one
told me they tried to get it
today.
as close to the car that they had this morning for practice and qualifying.
Just MRN radio available for Xfinity. No, if I knew that, I would have just done the truck race, but it's okay. No scanners. I know. It's a bummer.
Drop to the rear. Among them, Jesse Love, the rookie.
AJ wreck Austin Hill.
Chandler Smith.
20 likes. Let's get it. DJ, what's up? Holly. No dang scanners.
In the 26 plus
6
11. He has
laps
scored
of
right
75.
now.
Stage is
19th
25.
position. So a whole host of
First
drivers
stage.
coming from deep in the field and making up some ground in the first 5-6 laps.
Yeah, with the exception of that first lap, everybody seems to be being pretty kind to each other early in the race. Not surprised. I mean, Allmendinger, you talked about Sage Kara moving up.
SVG 42 truck just nailed for speeding
that's
on
a
pit
lot of
road.
positions to
Oh.
gain in 6 laps. So this is one of those tracks, if you have a good car, you can pass here. There's 2 or 3 opportunities, 2 or 3 zones that you can get by people, and these guys are able to capitalize on that.
Yeah, and I tell you, Jamie, Jesse Love has done a phenomenal job all year. From the start at Daytona, being on the front row, to winning in Talladega. But, you know, this is his first time here in an Xfinity car. He ran
Back to
here,
the camera here in just a second.
ARCA car, finished 3rd, so does have
The
some
commercials
laps
are
on this
going
racetrack.
through. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Hit that like button. Thanks for the subscribe, Charles.
Yeah, I
Appreciate you, Charles. All the new subscribers. David Farmer, Charles Smith.
Year in the Xfinity Series.
Appreciate y'all.
When we talk about only getting 20 minutes of practice at the track, they deal with that almost every week. I mean, Shane Van Gisbergen hasn't been to hardly any of the tracks that we're going to.
No
and they're able to
cautions
do
are
that
back
every week.
after
Certainly a
stages.
guy
That's
like
right.
a little more comfortable when it comes
No
to
Logano this week. Good.
I mentioned earlier how
They got
NASCAR
Jamie
is gonna
McMurray
officiate
instead.
missing the corner in turns 1 and 2. You just can't leave the track there, and if you do, you've got to drive through that maze of A-frames. Logan Bearden in the 07 was penalized at the start.
I think the
Explain
reason
what we're seeing here,
SVG
fellas.
missed
so what you have to
the
do where he is going to go, you
to
gotta
take the lead is because he didn't want to spin Mayer out, and Mayer kind of got in front of him.
You got to go this way.
Chandler Smith had the best start to his year. Now he's kind of mediocre, but still is good. Tracy, what's up? Thanks for having me, dude. No problem, Tracy.
On the rules, it was almost like what we see.
I don't even turn on the TV, just CeeLo. Thank you, DJ.
But you do have to complete.
Oh, you're welcome, David.
2 years
Appreciate you
ago, there was no
subscribing.
maze.
You're in
It
for
was
a whole lot
stop
of
and
fun
go.
these
Guys
tomorrow
were firing
and
in there,
this month.
stopping and gaining positions off of turn 3.
They must have watched Ross Chastain at the Indy Road Course.
That's right. Riley Herbst.
All right, so we're not gonna listen. We're not gonna be able to listen to the in-car cameras or and listen into AJ. This is AJ Allmendinger. We'll go to another one here in a little bit. Oh, bring it back on here. Let's listen in. No scanner. It's a bummer. Sonoma next week, y'all. All road courses next week. The NASCAR TV crew, all USFL football game now. Yep. Jesse fell back, coming back now, David says. Keep hitting that subscribe, keep hitting that like button. We're trying to get to 100 likes as we now have our in-car cameras for the race. We're at 81 likes, 19 to go for 100. And I'm leaving the truck race up just in case something happens with the truck race. I don't think it will, but that's a shame. We could have done that one too today. 86 likes. And that's Dinger trying to get past the 36 and Sam Mayer right there after that. You guys want to know where your guys are? Let me know. I'll bring them in. He's passing the 42, Leland Honeyman. Now he's got his eyes on Jesse. Is that Mayer? Yeah, that's Sam Mayer. His next victim. The Dinger's coming, man. He started in the back of the pack, and he is coming. SVG in third. Riley Herbst still leading, and Justin Allgaier in P2. Ooh. Had to get off the gas there for a second. So Sam Mayer got spun, if you're wondering what happened. Sam Mayer was on the pole, and in turn 1, he got spun. SVG. I wish they had SVG. Wish they did. Cole Custer in P4. We'll probably go to that one next. Here we go.
Raceway. The pre-race gets us going 2 Eastern with the green flag at 3:30. It's tomorrow on FS1. Congratulations to Michael McDowell, won the pole earlier today just outside St. Louis in Madison, Illinois. Here it's Ford out front too. Riley Herbst leading Justin Allgaier, Shane Van Gisbergen, Cole Custer, Sheldon Creed. Good start to the race for Parker Kligerman. Josh Bilicki driving the 19 for Joe Gibbs Racing. He's off to a good start as well. Sammy Smith, Ryan Truex, and Jeb Burton complete the top.
All right, this is Chandler Smith. He is running in
Cole Custer right behind Shane Van Gisbergen.
19th spot. He is being hidden by the ticker.
To get the pass complete.
Chandler Smith, Sam Mayer, and AJ Allmendinger. You can see the dinger there in the back shot
Some
there.
drivers elect to leave it in second a little bit longer, maybe downshift to first and 7. Cole downshifts to first every time.
Finally got your in-car at Portland, Oregon. I just had to reset it. It was so weird.
Yeah, and
it was pretty cool, though. We were watching the truck race and the Xfinity race at the same time.
Turn 9 and be close enough to him that you can capitalize on it. As you see, he's just able to
And
get
if you want to do that, we can do that.
Looks a little bit loose.
Shane just cruising, not using his equipment. Yeah, he's just kind of hanging out.
Shane's been pushing his car, as you said, a lot more than I expected him to. We watch road course racers, and we saw this last year with some of the guys that had crossed over with Jordan Taylor, and he is moving this car around a lot. Normally they look really smooth and under control, but he is tossing that car around.
Yeah, and you saw Cole get inside of him, show him the nose. But the preferred position, if you can't complete that pass going into turn 1, is where you saw Shane Van Gisbergen being. Later in the race, they're going to get a little more
Cole
aggressive.
Custer. I think we'll go to Custer because he's trying to pass SVG.
It's not worth doing that.
I think you can tell Shane Van Gisbergen's been in the U.S. a little bit longer.
We can't show that right now,
what
though.
happened at Coda with his run-in with the 21.
After they take it off the camera, off the broadcast, we can do that.
I'm going to play your way.
I thought he was having cheeseburgers instead of Vegemite or something.
Oh, there we go. Now we can go back to it.
Things are getting aggressive at the front as well. Justin Allgaier right in the hip pocket of Riley Herbst right now, Amanda.
Yeah, and I'm sure Riley's looking at that
SVG.
in his rearview mirror, but Riley told me that the strategy here, he started third, wanted to get up into that top position.
She had to have pitted.
Said that racing here at Portland,
on a road course, you got to lap down in 10 laps.
Defense, he said that the one person that he's known that's going to make a late race charge is that
Keep hitting that like button, y'all. Trying to get to 100 likes, 92 likes. We're 8 away from 100.
He's got 6 starts under his belt so
Bill
far this
Trickle,
year, but this
what's up?
is the first with Joe Gibbs
All about
Racing.
watching both truck and Portland races at the same time.
Balance, right?
Unless you're not making minimum speed. So he had, all right, we'll watch Cole here, try to get past SVG, and we'll go from there.
92 car, which I'm in most of the other weeks. I can't push too hard because that's where I'll get in trouble. Well, right now he's running inside the top 10.
The truck race, Tanner Gray's leading. Nick Sanchez is in second. Connor Mozak is in third.
The top 5 cars are starting to stack up here behind Riley Herbst as he loses a little bit of long run pace.
Hit that like button. Where's the 15 at?
Was there, but was nice about it. Let him get down. But now as you see these cars stack up, the pressure's going to build on Riley Herbst.
Yeah, and when
37th spot for Haley Deegan. 37th spot. She's a lap down. She had to pit, I guess.
And I think
Him and her and Preston Pardis.
But as we watch that right there, you see how close they were in turn 9. Then they got on the straightaway and how much it spreads out. Do you see Shane really good at getting into the corner right there? And that's key because he can get inside of Allgaier if he can be just a little bit closer. But I think that the 98 right now holding those guys up just a little bit. You see Cole pull to the inside. There's 2 things happening there. He could be kind of faking out Shane a little bit. The other thing is the brakes could be getting hot, so you pull out a line, try to get those brakes a little bit cooler. The engine could be getting warm as well. So you're pulling out, you're just trying to get some fresh air into those brakes, into the engine, just to cool
Keep
everything
on
down.
showing.
Yeah, and you see that forward drive issue we talked about off of
Go
turn
back to
7.
Dinger.
SVG could just get off the corner better, and that's tough. You want to challenge the braking zones and make passes, but if you can't get off the corner, like you said, off of 7, there's no way to set up those braking zones.
Yeah, and you got to be careful the exit of turn 2. I saw Shane using a lot of curb, and the car kind of jumps. It's really hard to put the power down as the car's bouncing up and down. You want to be a little smoother.
Corey Hyman, 10th. Bingo with CeeLo. She has sponsors, Seasoned Fingers. Allgaier about to pass Herbst here pretty soon.
He is legit today, driving that
We're going to watch AJ Allmendinger as he's coming, man.
This week.
The Dinger in
What a great way
19th.
to cap off a wonderful week at home. Come to the racetrack and get a checkered flag.
He'd love nothing more than to bring that fresh baby home a new trophy.
The Dinger's in 19th.
Oh, we see Jeb Burton off the pace there. And
Yeah, Jeb spent a lot of time in the top 10.
off the turn 4 and 4A there, was pulled out to the side. Looked like he had maybe lost power and run off the track.
Digger to
So-
18th.
Well, that would almost be fitting for him here because I feel like both years at Portland he's had something go wrong, and it's happened again to the 27.
Yeah, one thing.
14 laps of 75 complete, 14 laps of 25 in stage 1. They will not have a caution.
You got to kind of time out those downshifts.
FYI, there's a 24-hour race going on right now in Nürburgring, Germany. It's 11 p.m. over there. The track they're racing is on is 15 miles around. Wow. Is it kind of like the 24 hours of Daytona, where they have a whole bunch of series on the track at the same time?
Strategy is going to be and how it will unfold. But I would say this: stage 1 could very well be the longest run of the day. Because once you do the stage break and you
Bring it
reset,
back here in the
all
commercial
these
on the
stages
cameras.
scheduled for 25 laps with pit stops in between. So taking care of your car on this first run of the day, very, very critical. Jeb Burton was 11th. Trevor referenced
The
his
27
issues,
in for the pits.
Yeah, you see him shaking the car back and forth. It's going to be like a track bar issue, which is common at a road course. You'll see those break, have an issue.
Thank you for the subscribes. Appreciate it. We're trying to get to 13,500
to a real rough start
to this weekend.
2024 had kind of gotten their arms around it in recent weeks, much more competitive, a lot more speed, but today
Now, one more
really
minute,
gonna
we'll bring the
damage their
cameras back.
chances to continue
Keep
to climb
hitting that
the point
subscribe and
standings.
that like button for
Jeb
us.
Burton. Shane Van Gisbergen said, all right, Justin Allgaier, you've had your shot at passing Riley Herbst. Now I'm gonna
96
take my
likes. Let's
at
go.
it. He
4
makes his
more to
way
100,
by
y'all. Help
Justin
us get there.
Allgaier turned 10 there, and now he's going to put the pressure on Riley Herbst.
Well,
SVG has caught Riley
Fifth,
Herbst.
sixth in practice earlier today, and then he jumped to the top for a period of time. And Jamie, you said it took him like 4 laps to figure this place out. And the more laps he logs, you just have to believe he's going to get better and better.
Yeah, and as you see, he's taking a little wider entry into all these corners, and that tells me that his car's turning better, that the back feels stable. When you see the 98 turn in a little bit early,
We probably won't rate a channel. We don't rate channels on NASCAR.
Even there around turn 9. Ooh, we got one off right here.
Logan Bearden.
Yeah, second time.
He'll have to pit to clean the grill off of that. He's actually going to pop back on in front of the
Old
leaders
Custer
right
going
there.
after Allgaier here.
Just really locking him up.
Yeah, he just got into turn 10 just a little bit deep.
7:07
Really lucky that
off the
Splitter
pace.
didn't dig in and bite, but he will have to come in.
Oh!
Hated
See
for
that?
Bearden, who made a couple of starts earlier this year and was really impressive in his debut at Richmond. Here we go for the lead.
Oh, yeah.
Shane Van Gisbergen to the 97.
SVG going after Riley Herbst. We got an eye view of it out of Cole Custer's.
Here he is, SVG on point.
SVG.
What a pass he made right there. It looked to me like same
He
thing
took
we were gonna
advantage of
see
that
earlier
one little
with Cole
S
Custer trying
turn.
to get by, but Shane was able to capitalize. and
Keep
do a
it clean,
crossover. He
boys.
had
That's right, Rod.
Really good exit off of turn 3 and able to clear Riley. Well, it'd be interesting though now to see, does he have a car that can get away, or are we going to see Riley
Cole
maybe learn a
Custer.
little bit from being behind him?
Well, you talked about
See,
Cole Custer. I
the
thought
last
we were about
half,
to see
please.
Sid
Yeah,
Mayer
sure.
Version 2 there as the 98 squeezed him tight in the curb, but he was able to complete that crossover. And you guys are exactly right. I think he's able to drive away here.
Anybody in general you want to know, I'll just scroll up. Just say, hey, CeeLo, scroll up.
Set him up the same way.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, if you're Riley Herbst and you see someone like Marcus Ambrose back in the day, Shane Van Gisbergen,
Matt Benedetto there in 30th.
Those really good road racers pull out a
Kyle
line.
Weatherman 28th.
You know they're committed, and you know you have
Ryan
a couple
Ellis
decisions to make. You
24th.
can either
Jesse
race off the
Love
corner and get wrecked,
19th.
or
Brendan
you can let
Jones
them go.
Did you
20th.
ever try to outbrake Marcus
There's the
Ambrose?
dinger. He's slowly moving up.
I tried numerous times, failed every time.
You know, it's funny you bring up the name Marcus Ambrose, and we know what an elite road racer he was. But he and Shane, you know, both
Awesome
from New Zealand, Australia, they have a schedule.
Roddy or Rody? How do you say your
every
name?
Week, but they discuss the upcoming track. Marcus has been a huge
27 going a lap down.
beneficiary to
We're riding along with Cole Custer in P4.
As he learns each
Got a
track.
good eye view of the
No help
leaders.
here because Marcus never raced in Portland. Closing on the end of stage one.
All right, so let's listen in to the dinger, or Cole Custer. No cams today. Hammer down. The French guy. What's up, Gator? Matthew, what's up? What's up, Rowdy Bush? Go finger. And SVG. We got a good eye view of the leaders right here. Custer can just stay right here. Be nice. Sheldon Creed in 5th place. I am back, CeeLo. Mr. Tennessee, first time Xfinity with y'all. Cleveland, Ohio here. Was on a couple weeks ago. We watched you on TV last week. Watching on TV now. God bless. First day of June. Say hi. Michael, thanks so much for coming back. We appreciate you, Michael. Glad that we can entertain you. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. Help us get to 200 likes now. Our new goal is 200 likes. As we're watching along with Cole Custer. The Dinger. That's right. The spell correct. What kind of track is Portland, y'all? Never watched Portland. It's a 12-turn road track. Please, no bush vids. Small track, no crowd. Yep. Oh, look at Allgaier. Is he passing a lap track? Is he passing Herbst? Allgaier moves to 3rd. Now Custer, Herbst took the lead here at the beginning of the race, but he is now. McDowell got the pole for tomorrow. Yeah, Taj. SEC football, what's up, man? How's Tennessee doing today? Donna Lee Smith became a rookie. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Rookie member Donna Lee Smith. Awesome. Thank you so much. Gator, member for 7 months. Free the Frosties. Yes. CeeLo, best live stream for NASCAR for sure. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Sale allowed 8 runs through 4. Ugh. Bad. Bad.
And in prime time, you get the Dodgers and Yankees all on Fox and the Fox Sports app. I thought today was Super Saturday because I got to hang out.
I had to turn the Braves off.
You know, it's
I
my
bet.
Super Saturday. Shane Van Gisbergen leading.
It's the A's. Like, come on.
Opening stage.
Portland's
here in
front
Portland.
straight is also a drag
Stretch it out
strip.
over
Oh,
second
interesting.
place, Justin Allgaier.
I think I read that. Yeah, when I did the study for
Get by
that.
Riley Herbst. Same
Is
place
Decker,
that Shane did going into turn 1. Tells me a
racing
couple of
today? Yeah,
things.
she
Riley's
is
struggling
in.
off turn 12, which he's a little bit slow.
Oh,
down the
no,
straightaway.
Decker is
But
not.
as,
I'm
Justin
sorry.
has passed
I immediately
him,
think Deegan
he's
when you
kinda
said
matching
Decker.
the lap times actually even just a little bit quicker than Shane Van Gisbergen out in front. So I think the
Lap
two best
are we on the
cars
first
have-
pit
have,
stops?
come to the
Well, they've
top
done
right
20
here.
so
Custer
far.
also seems to have a really good car.
I would
Adam,
probably
you brought
say
his name up a
30 to
couple times.
50. Would
The
that
one
be
I have my eye on
accurate?
right now is someone that
It's
we didn't talk
surprising
about
more
so
wild
far
animals
today.
are
It's
hit by
Sage
grease
Caramel.
cars, yeah, because it's a long track,
been really
right?
impressive to see the drive that he has made from the back towards the front.
We saw those Sam Hunt cars run really good last year with Connor Mozak in the 24 inside the top 10 for majority of the race. So really good job to this group.
There are certain tracks where Sam's cars just seem to flash. And you said it right here a year ago. They certainly did that.
And I love listening to this onboard, and you can see the throttle and the brake on the bottom left of your screen. But when they get through that back section, turns 4, 5, 6, 7, how little of throttle they're using through there. It's all about rolling, not getting the car slowed down too much. Then you get to this section, you cut across the dirt, You're just trying to make that as straight as possible. And then this turn 12 is all about just getting that good run on the front stretch.
Hey, on this car here, the only thing I see is that Andy's Custard logo on his right chest. Have you guys had a Cole Custer? I mean, he's got his own custard flavor.
You know, at Texas, they delivered him to the booth.
5 laps to go in stage 1.
Well, I'm sorry for you.
Appreciate y'all hanging out.
I had plenty for both of us, Trevor.
98's really struggling on the brakes down into
There's
turn
not a
1.
hotbed
See him slide in the back of
for
that
NASCAR.
car. Just listen to the throttle as they go around through here. Very little.
I want to go
wide
down
open
to the
throttle. It's
Tennessee
like
so
10,
bad.
20, 30%.
I've adventure all over, but gotta go to Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee's fun, man. Appreciate y'all hanging out here.
There it is.
Just, I mean, he's just.
Keep hitting that like button for us.
Feels like he's on ice, just crawling around through there. But he wants to get a good exit right here off turn 9.
113 laps, 113 likes. Let's see if we can get to 150.
Slide the back. That puts him in a position to pass into that 11-12 combo.
Yeah,
Mine, gifted 5 memberships. Awesome. Thank you so much. Mine. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, sir. SEC Football, the dude, Jamie, Kathleen, congratulations for being MVP members. Awesome.
Much like his teammate.
Yeah, and I don't think that's a huge surprise because
Sela, who do you like in Xfinity? Just got on today, sir. Michael, I'm going SVG today. Kind of hard not to. Oh, what happened to Cole Custer?
Fake out that I talked about earlier. You see,
Cole Custer messed up.
Away from Cole Custer. Slides off track in turn 1.
So now
Cole Custer slid off the track.
All the way to the left here.
Ooh,
we missed it because he was, but he's still in 4th place.
Yeah, he missed that first one, but I think he's going to be okay right there. That's such a split-second decision trying to figure out where you are on the track. And
my gosh.
You have to go through the first part of the second.
Yep.
Yeah,
So Cole Custer slid off the track. I don't know if you got to see that because Blooper was doing his dance. And
he had an issue in that
saw the Canadian NASCAR Series race today was pretty good. Rowdy says. Slid into his old custard. I saw you what you did there, Cole.
As good as Cole Custer, but he has hurt his chances running 4th when it got away from him.
Yeah,
man, oh man, let's go back to the dinger.
The wheel hop when he gets down in to turn 1 right here. He's a long ways back.
Right there.
Oh yeah, you hear that? That's the rear brakes locking up, the rear end housing bouncing, and once you get
so he's
that
definitely
position,
not in 4th place anymore.
You can let off the brake.
I see you, Mayor, back up there. Yeah, he's moving on up. He's in 14th.
The gas and trying to get the back of the car to settle down, and unfortunately, wasn't able to catch it there.
Yeah, once that wheel hop starts, it is a bad feeling.
The dinger still coming. He's in 17th, P17. 3 laps to go here in stage 1.
A long ways to come back from, and I think that he probably is basing that on the fact that the 2 or 3 laps prior to that, he was making up a lot of ground on entry, thinking
mine. Thanks for all of the gifted memberships.
I think our past 2 winners just want to repeat what they've done. We saw AJ Allmendinger with the problems early on. Now Cole Custer
26 seconds before this camera goes away. Keep on hitting that subscribe. Keep hitting that like button for us.
Came back to win.
But add Sam Mayer to the list. I know he hasn't won here, but he started on the pole and he too had problems. So some of the favorites dealing with some adversities with 3 laps to go stage 1.
We mentioned all those names, yet all 3 of those cars find themselves in the top 16. I do like that about this racetrack. There are passing opportunities, and if you have a superior car, you can find a way around the car in front of you.
Yeah, and you want to make sure at this point in the run, we've got 3 laps to go in the stage. We know that's as long as you're going to go all day long. You want to make sure that you're really breaking down your car right now to your crew chief so you can try to get the air pressure.
Dinger in 16th spot. Let's see if we can watch him come through the field.
To make your car better, you need to let them know that. And we see these guys right now flipping the stage.
Scheduled green flag pit stop. You do it here.
Here comes
so you
SVG.
Don't do it under caution at the end of the stage. Shane Van Gisbergen giving up the race lead. Now, there are some different pit rules this weekend. They're competitive pit stops, a minimum of 63 seconds on pit road, Amanda.
We're taking a look at the pit stop on the 97. This was strategy play for this team. You think of Shane Van Gisbergen, a win here would give him an automatic bid into the playoffs. He did say to his team that the car was struggling with a little bit of rear grip early, but settled in as the race got going. Has great balance in this 97 right now, Adam.
They've been off to a wonderful start. So they have elected to give up stage points to come down and play the track position.
Which is crazy. I would have thought he would have wanted those stage points to that stage win because of where he is in the playoffs.
Well, we saw how difficult it was for him to pass for the lead, so track position obviously important to them. And this shows how athletic and how good our pit crews are every week, because these are just team members from these race teams coming over the wall that, are front-end mechanics or car chief, crew chiefs, changing tires, and he's just got to hit that 63 seconds as perfect as possible to get off pit road.
Well, you say is
63 seconds for
because if you go under it,
the
you are penalized. It's a 63-second minimum, yellow
Not
line
Australian.
to yellow line, and what these teams
Surprise
have done, they
AJ
have
so far
managed how
back.
long
Well, he
does it
started
take
in the
to
back
get
of the
from pit
pack.
box to the end of
He
pit
started in the
road,
back of the
and what
pack,
does
so that's
that leave
why.
us in the pit box to
David
get our
says, yes,
service
Deegan
done?
races to
And I
the
know we're
back.
in the final
She's
lap
good
right
at
here,
that.
but I just would like to you don't
Gator
ever
dropping
want to
those
be on the island all
15s.
by yourself. He's the only guy that elected to do that. I think Shane's going to have a fast enough car. There doesn't seem to be a tremendous amount of tire fall off, but I would like to be in the masses. Knowing that all these other guys have stayed out, I would rather be on that side of this.
Well, and knowing that there were only 9 cars or 8 cars at that point within 10 seconds, which was the window you had to be within the leader that could make that. He pitted at the last possible second. Nobody else was ready to come to pit road, so that put him on an island. If he stopped 5 laps ago, that opens up the window for some cars that are further behind the leader to come down pit road.
So Justin Allgaier takes over the race lead. He's in front of Riley Herbst, Sheldon Creed, Josh Bilicki up to 4th. Parker Kligerman is 5th.
It almost seems like Riley Herbst found a little something right here. Justin was starting to drive away, and I know Shane pulled off the pit, but it's like Riley got behind these guys and maybe learned a
Final
little
lap
something.
here in stage 1.
Finding a little bit of speed, as you see. He's
What happened to SVG? He was just in first. He pitted.
Final time.
SF, he pitted.
In stage 1. Allgaier is a stage-winning machine. He
What's
swept
up,
at Darlington,
Mark?
He swept at Charlotte, and he's going to win stage 1 here at Portland.
Stage
9
1 for
stage
Allgaier.
wins so far in 2024 for Justin Allgaier.
You would think SVG would want to get that stage points.
Parker Retzloff goes around.
Parker Retzloff turns. There's no caution for stage 1. We're now in stage 2.
We'll follow up on what happened there. Getting stage points, Riley Herbst, Sheldon Creed.
Digger's car is
Josh
nasty,
Bilicki,
man.
Parker Kligerman.
You can barely see it.
What happened to Parker right here? You see he's the last car in that line. I'm almost thinking that all those cars in front of him threw a little bit of dirt on the track. He got in that. You see, caught that inside curb.
Women race on road courses like women drive in public.
Mentioned he was just outside the top 10, 13th.
High leading trucks, Eckes in second. Thanks, Kelly.
He had his problem. Custer ends up inside the top 10, 7th after he missed turn 1.
All right, let's watch. Trying to see Allgaier, Creed. We have Cole Custer, Allmendinger, and Chandler Smith. Where's Chandler Smith? Let's watch Chandler Smith for a little bit since Dinger's car is so dirty. Should we watch the trucks for a little bit? Do you want to watch the trucks? Woman of Walmart Racing Team, SVG strategy. Yeah, it's weird. You would thought he would want those extra points for being a stage, but he gave it to Allgaier instead. But there is no scanners for today's. Now you can't even hear it. We're under caution. That's why. Caution. I didn't think that. I didn't think that they would do that. Yeah, maybe we should have done the truck race first. Oh well. It is what it is. St. Louis update, please. Let's see here. See what we can do. Let's see here. Trucks in-car camera. Let's see if this works. No, it's not gonna let us now. Let's see if it works. Nope. The truck in-car cameras are gone. Oh well. I guess they figured out what was wrong. CeeLo, what's up? What's up, CeeLo? Like, good job, my friend. Thank you, sir. Martin says the 97 car's paint reminds me of Kurt Busch. Yes, it does. It does. So we're under caution. Under caution. And we're riding along with Cole Custer. Cole Custer in P7. Need to get himself back up there. He was in P4, but ended up kind of smoking out there. Thank you so much, Direct Infinity. Doesn't have FS. You are good. So much for Direct Xfinity. You are good. You're good, bro. Don't go changing to try and tell me, please. You're good, bro. Don't changing try to please me. Oh, it's all right, Chris. I was just trying to. It was pretty cool. We were watching the Xfinity race and also Triton becoming a member. Best NASCAR channel right here. Thank you, Triton. I appreciate you, buddy. All right, coming back here from the audio. Thank you, Triton. Thank you, all the ones. Thank you, Rick and Gator, for giving the gifted membership today. I appreciate you.
Is complete. Mentioned going to break.
Like to see that number 2 on the board.
Victory. Sheldon Creed needed some points, got him.
Yeah, he's in 17th. He's creeping over the ticker.
Kligerman, another one of those drivers that doesn't have a ton of breathing room above the cut line. You look at Sammy Smith. He came in 2 points out. Custer, after missing turn 1, ends up 7th. Truex up there with Austin Hill and Sage Karam.
How about Josh Bilicki? 2 top 10s in his 97 starts coming into this weekend. That is an opportunity for any driver to go drive a Joe Gibbs racing car. He's run a lot of road courses, kind of picks his schedule around road courses. So this is big for him.
Yeah, great way to capitalize on the opportunity he's been given.
Let's go back to our pit stop procedure, and we talked about it a little bit with Shane Van Gisbergen. They were the only ones to pit under green. So they just want to manage everything comfortably and make sure they get out in front of the leader and they don't lose a lap. Here, though, once you get over that 63-second minimum, these are competitive. So these teams need to make sure they execute on pit road when they come down under caution, because everybody else is going to be there with them and they'll be racing off pit road.
Yeah, and this is going to be a different look. We know that a lot of these guys that are going to change tires and be a part of the pit crew.
See, we'll stick right here with Cole Custer.
Aren't currently. So sounds like a long time.
See, maybe Dingers or Cole Custer can get back up there.
The time allotted they're going to need to complete all this.
Well, based off of what we learned on pit road practice, the 10 minutes that they had this morning, I want to get my stuff done as fast as possible. Sit in the box until the crew chief says go. That's our time to get to the end of pit road. Josh, what do you have on the 48 there?
Would rather crash than slow down.
Yeah, guys, I just caught up with the crew chief of the 48, Patrick Donahue, who said the concern was that they flat spotted that right front in qualifying, and it just kept getting worse, so they kept locking up their brakes during that run. Overall, the car just tight, so they're going to free him up with a wedge and track bar adjustment so far here. Amanda?
Won the 7 for Justin Allgaier.
SVG is in 7th place. We'll see what happens after the pit stops. As you're watching Cole Custer's pit right here, of course, they went to a commercial at the worst time.
18 of Sheldon Creed. He said they feel really good about the car so far during that last
Sheldon Creed.
He was battling that rear the entire run. He had to take care of his tires, but otherwise pretty quiet on the radio during that last run, Amanda.
And Josh, it's been a battle for A.J. Allmendinger as well, but he has made some positions up in stage 1 all the way, came into the pits in P14, but said he had no rear grip and also smoked the right front tire. He'll be looking forward to fresh tires, fuel, and out.
Race off pit road, and it's going to be Justin Allgaier in front of Sheldon Creed.
The big gainers here, the Joe Gibbs racing cars. You see Creed, Bilicki, and now Ryan Truex there. Chandler Smith from 11th up to P6.
Truex in pit stall 1 gains 3. Cole Custer gets 3 positions. Riley Herbst lost 4 in that exchange. Meanwhile, back to Shane Van Gisbergen. He's the lonely guy.
Like, where are you guys at?
Come join me. We're starting stage 2 next.
So stage 2. Appreciate y'all being here. Hit that like button for us. Trying to get to 150 on the likes. And then we'll get to 200. SVG leading at the restart. They got to hit all 5 lug nuts in 1 second. That's crazy, man. Crazy stuff. AJ Allmendinger's in-car camera is horrible. You can barely see anything. It's so dirty. I'm surprised they haven't fixed that. But Motorsports says he does have a place in NASCAR. That's why he's here. Makes sense. SVG, yeah, he's doing well. Don says SVG needs to go home and re supercars. He's got no place in NASCAR. So no disrespect. And that's Don's opinion. It can be anybody's opinion. That's the cool thing about this channel. Everybody has their own opinions on what they're doing. But hey, he's gotten multiple top 10s, multiple top 20s, beat a lot of drivers in every race in Xfinity. So, and He did well. He ran the 600. South Virginia became an MVP member. Thank you, South Virginia, for becoming an MVP. We're definitely going to be bringing back the MVP Mondays for sure. I got away with them a little bit, but if you wonder what an MVP Monday is, it is when we have us to stream. It's just me and y'all. We talk about whatever. We're on for about an hour or so, and we have a good time together. So if you were an MVP, for the month of June, we're going to do all channel members to see, because we have a lot of rookie members, to see if we can up that to MVP members. But the month of June, we're going to have a whole bunch of, every week, we're going to have one meeting for all channel members. And then after that, starting in July, we're going to go back to that. Oh, look, they got a new camera. AJ's clean. But there's no sound. I don't understand that. So that's our plan. SVG better than Bubbles. Michael says the 7-out guy are in front. My guy. Shout out to Jesse Love for that pit. Yeah, Jesse Love in P10. Bubbles. They call Bubba Wallace Bubbles. Some on here call Bubba Wallace Bubbles. Keep hitting that subscribe. Keep hitting that like button for us.
Stop, gain some spots. And that's
Where's
not the
chat
only
real
thing.
NASCAR fans from?
A little debris here.
I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. NASCAR fans are all over the world, man.
Windshield wiper rolls over.
Yeah, because we'll run in the wet on a road course. Everybody's got the windshield wiper, and unfortunately here it collects that tear off, and we'll see how this ends for him or someone else if it blows off and gets on their grill and they start overheating.
Yeah, he's just got to hope that that's not. I mean, it looks to me like that's not going to hurt his vision. But initially when he pulled that, it looked like it. Yeah, and it's
Cups better watch out than SVG makes his next Cup start, because I know what race is next. Yep.
And now our Toyota top
You're
performer,
right.
Sheldon Creed, the best of the
Sonoma.
bunch in third. Mentioned Josh Balicki, how strong he's been.
SVG is an Aussie alligator hunter.
He's now
Alligator.
looking to go back
We're
to
making
back
an
in
alligator
his starts in the
hunter.
Xfinity Series after that win at
Sheldon
Dover.
Creed had
Chandler
the
from
tear
back
off
to
on his
eighth.
thing all messed up.
Singing the praises of Sage Karam, who scored 10th, driving for Sam Hunt.
So this is right here we're following is AJ Allmendinger.
Racing the field
Allmendinger
today, the Toyota
is in
GR
P15. We'll see if he can get through the field.
And knock on wood, he's had a quiet afternoon.
I like
behind the wheel.
SVG2, winner of the NASCAR Cup Series in Chicago last year. Tough road course races. Yeah, I know.
Get him restarted.
Just tuned in. Good grief. Where are the Fords? Exactly, John. Two of them. You don't see too many Fords that are popular
Andy's
in
frozen
Xfinity. There's a couple of them, but it's mostly all
So we're going to do the
Chevrolet.
choose, and we do that just after we hit turn
Mostly all
9, heading
Chevrolet.
down that back straightaway.
Come on, Dinger. 29 of 75 laps complete. And we're trying to get to 200 likes.
You know, the one thing that they have changed at all these road courses, as you see these guys come to the choose, is that the acceleration of the restart zone is way back there in the middle of turn 12. And the idea of that is to try to get the field separated, and it seems to be working. That being said, we saw Sam Mayer get that huge jump. It looked like he was, going to be able to get through turns 1 and 2 easily, and Van Gisbergen gets into him. It'd be interesting to see what Shane chooses to do here. If he gets
200 mile per hour likes. That's right, Cole.
What's his?
What time is it there in Portland? So it's 4:33 Central. So it's 2:33 West Coast time. Here we go. Green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity.
Here we go, green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Oh, you see Sheldon Creed gets to the inside of Van Gisbergen, heading down into turn
Watch
1.
AJ
Incredible to see
Allmendinger
the
go to
restart
work
he was
here.
able to get. I don't know if Shane missed a gear there or if Sheldon just timed that out perfectly. But
Sheldon Creed,
Allgaier
P2.
dives in for the race lead in front of Creed.
Oh, Van Gisbergen loses all his momentum along with Cole Custer. You see Truex get to his inside.
Josh Balicki did the same.
Well, now that 97 is in a dogfight. He's in a defensive position. Everybody's going to try to dive bomb here, and it's just a hornet's nest.
Yeah, and everybody knows he's good. They're not going to give him any extra room. You see Austin Hill on his inside. These guys are all trying to get single filed out. The good part about this section of the track on a restart is it's pretty slow. So it's a little bit easier to run side by side.
We see Jesse Love locking up the left front there, sliding through turn 7.
Yeah, now this backstretch, really fast. It's also curved. You want to favor the inside of it. You see guys get stuck on the outside. It looks a little bit rougher to the outside, but this is going to bring in that passing zone. These guys all, I think we saw the tear-off actually finally fly off of Chandler Smith's car.
And some really, really good.
Oh, Herbst is, looks like he slid off the racetrack right there. Maybe somebody got into the back of him or he got into the dirt a little bit too
SVG
much.
back in 7th place.
He's able to keep it rolling. We got damage on the 97 of Shane Van
Allgaier, Creed, Blicky,
Truex.
Truex.
Deep in the field with damage now, sliding on and off the racetrack. Riley Herbst under attack now from Sammy Smith.
Yeah, and that damage on the front of the 97, I don't think that's going to get better. There's some bars up there. If that gets pushed in, it might be hard to turn to the left. You see that rubbing, that right front tire might get caught on that.
He was the race leader. Now he's fallen back to 7th. Talking about Shane Van Gisbergen.
Yeah,
Riley Herbst able to hold Sammy Smith off for 9th.
Yeah, and the other part of that tire rubbing is the tire gets hot and you just lose handling of the car. We'll have to see if that's self-clearances or if they're going to have to pit and work on that.
I mentioned Sammy Smith. He's had a good restart. He was 14th after pitting from the 6th position. They had problems on pit road. So did Parker Kligerman. He was 5th at the end of the stage, but fell back to 17th. They had a pit stop of over 70 seconds.
Yep, this could have easily been the battle for the lead, right? Sam Mayer, Parker Kligerman, AJ Allmendinger, yet they're battling for 12th place.
This is why I didn't pick SVG for the win.
The pit stop of 70
I wanted to
seconds.
pick Dinger, but decided not to.
Itself was not 70 seconds. We're doing our pit stop math a little different today.
That's right. Here's the replay here. See where this 97 might get that damage from that we're taking a look at. Right into the 00. Bounces off that curve you talked about earlier. Shane's been using that curve a lot.
Yeah, and you get pinched off a little bit there, and you hit the curb, and it throws your car out. We're right on board with
Old Trickle. Marco Andretti was in the ARCA Portland race yesterday. He spun out. Oh, and he had a bad wreck in the 500 as well.
Gets that fender damage. I don't see that.
Corey Heim to the lead.
As bad as it was earlier.
Hill is laying low. Austin Hill in P8.
Or it's rubbed a hole in that nose where.
Well, it used to with the metal body. There's no chance of that popping out. Now with these composites.
So much has changed for him because not only does he have the damage and the impact of that maybe now or long term, but you lose control of the race.
Well, and he's a great driver, but he's got the right front fender tore up. Now he's got the left front fender tore up. It doesn't matter how good you are. If you don't have a machine and a car capable of doing it, you got to get to the end with your car, and he's already tore up both sides of that.
Unlike Deegan, I'm sorry, but she's just not talented at all.
Right in front of him, there goes
Corey Heim to the lead in the truck race. Yeah, I picked Corey Heim to win. See who else we watch here. Let's go to. We watched Cole Allmendinger. Let's see if we can watch Cole Custer. Cole Custer in P5.
He's fallen outside the top 15.
Yeah, I've said that was an aggressive move by Shane Van Gisbergen getting to the inside of Ryan Truex. But like I talked about earlier, when you have these guys that are really aggressive on road courses and you're in Ryan Truex's position, when you are looking in your rearview mirror, you hear the spotter say that, and you know who it is, there are certain guys that you challenge, and there are some that you don't. And those guys that you know are fully committed.
Come on. Just had commercials. Why do I get the commercials again?
The right front tire.
That's ridiculous. Come on, NASCAR.
And the word of the day starting to become aggression. We're seeing it from everyone. Allgaier leads Creed and Bilicki in Portland.
Another commercial. Like, I'll pay for no commercials. Like, come on, NASCAR. Let us have commercial-free cameras. NASCAR, where is the class? Can't beat them. Hit them off. What's up, Spain? Everybody say hi to Spain. Hi, Spain. How are you doing? Are you coming home? 8-8 game now. Wow, they finally turned it back on. Good for them. Good for them. Yeah, it just gotten crazy with the commercials. Yeah, for sure. Fellinis. Bro, you should be the director of NASCAR. I mean, I would love to give them ideas of what to do. Like, they need to have in-car cameras for the truck race too. There's no reason they should not have them. If they did it there, they can do it anytime. So I'm not sure why they never do them. I wish we could have the the app allows premium services, removes ads. I mean, I pay for it. I pay the $5 for the scanner and the extra fee. So I don't know why I can't have that, and I don't know why we don't have scanners tonight. They make a lot of mistakes. These cars don't look like the Busch cars I remember. I not watched these guys since last year. Weird, the app, let's see, Bronny says, both Sam Hunt cars are in the top 15 right now. Look at SVG trying to pass Cole Custer. Oh, look at him going on the inside. SVG says, okay, thank you very much. I'll take that. Michael says that 48 Jimmy Johnson. Oh, back at it here. Sorry, y'all.
Is back to 11th as he races Austin Hill. Mentioned the pit stop issues for Parker Kligerman. He's knocking on the door. The fast cars are really surfacing.
Keep hitting that subscribe, y'all. We're trying to get to 13,400 today.
For AJ to get up there. Not near as quick as what we thought.
What's up, Urban Family Avengers? What's going on, man?
Top 10 before the end of the first stage. AJ
I don't know. I'm not watching the game, but I heard it's tied up at 8.
That Van Gisbergen led early.
The Bushwhackers.
I don't see the Colin cars being as dominant as we have seen at the road course, especially like at COTA just earlier this year, how much quicker those guys were than everybody
36
else.
laps of 75.
We've talked a lot about his teammate, but keep in mind,
Stage 2, 11
for this team. He's been there since 2000.
laps complete of 25 in stage 2.
And really,
we haven't had any cautions.
Racing. Put them on the map, especially road courses. So they've done a great
94
job there.
laps of 160 complete over there on the truck race. Corey Heim is the leader, Majeski and Sanchez.
Gain track position. You see Chandler Smith, Ryan Truex, but how about third place there? Josh Bilicki.
82 and Sunny in Cleveland.
Career. And we talked about it earlier.
Nice.
This is exactly what you want to do. When you get in a fast car, you have to take advantage of it. Show other team owners.
Can't believe Junior is out of the year with AC. I know. It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, and you know,
it's all right. Last time we I turned it off there, Green Bay.
It's getting harder to pass.
Last time we had Acuna get hurt, we won the World Series. So
we just talked about
who's that? SVG coming in hot, and he just loses a whole bunch of spots.
Get back on. He had a good angle there. Coming back on. Actually came on quite a bit earlier.
Yeah, he did.
You see where that curving started is where that really thick lip was.
SVG just lost
lots of challenges early in stage 2 for Shane
4
Van
spots.
Gisbergen.
It almost looked like the front of that car started bouncing a little bit.
Right there, coming back on. It's maybe too much speed.
Yeah, and I think some of that, guys. And Trevor, what do you think?
My first watch in Portland. Me too. I've never watched this race in Portland before.
Magnified with you getting in there just a little bit too deep. And hey, they're pushing it for everything it's worth right
well,
there.
Can't say SVG, ain't trying.
Because of restarts, and I think he's just trying to get back to the front.
Yeah, he just lost. I mean, he came in hot on that turn. Luckily, he didn't hit anything.
A little too much speed. If you've got both ends of the car sliding around, that's not a balance issue. You just got in there deep.
Algier, Creed, Bilicki, and 19, and Cole Custer, and Chandler Smith.
So far. Won the $100,000 at Dover. And the
7 months membership. Thank you so much, Green Bay Packers.
Fought through a lot of adversities last Saturday at Charlotte for a top 20 finish, but an unscheduled pit stop here halfway through stage 2 for Alfredo.
Makes it back to pit road without losing that tire carcass. Shouldn't see a caution here from that.
He was 28th. And a reminder, the rules are different when you make a pit stop in the situation for Alfredo when you come down and you just have to change a tire because a tire has gone down.
Still going to lose a lap here as we see the leaders coming by pit road. He obviously just entered to fix that left front tire.
It's interesting to hear all
38 laps complete of 75 here total. We're almost halfway.
But you heard AJ run that all the way up to the
we're definitely halfway.
You want to shift just before you get to that, and that's what allowed Mayer to get
it's
that
a decent track. They must
Mayer's lost all his momentum.
have paid it recently to do it.
Oh, now he's going to get pushed off the track.
Got a little hip check there from Parker.
That's
Ed Jones waiting in the wings, driving the 24 for Sam Hunt.
5.43 in Cleveland, Ohio. I like CeeLo. You said boogity right here. Here we go. That's right.
Yeah.
We have that every time, a green flag.
There's so many back and forth.
Keep hitting that like button for us. Keep hitting that subscribe.
When you get to the next one.
Well, there's so many fast cars. I mean, my goodness, we're talking about 10th place with all of our ringers here.
It is impressive to see Ed Jones up there battling with those guys. It's so hard when you come in from another series to be able to compete with these guys. But that's a really impressive performance.
Is Deegan running?
29-year-old from Dubai, 35th at Coda.
Deegan is in 36, 2 laps down. 36, 2 laps down for Deegan.
In the race.
Man, Trevor, as we watch those guys go through 10,
Want to know where your driver is? Just let me know. Austin Hill and Jesse Love back there in 14, 15.
More dirt on the racetrack right there.
Sam Mayer, the pole setter, he is in
20 is Ryan Truex.
11th.
26 is Sage Karam. And just behind them in 10th, A.J. Allmendinger. The Dinger got to 10th, and he's kind of stalled out right there. Hasn't really been able
Thanks
to
for the
push past
subscribes,
him.
y'all.
About
Appreciate
the
it.
26 today, Josh.
Well, yeah, guys, and for Sage Karam, this is a guy that started at the rear of the field for this one, flat spotted those tires during qualifying. But when I talked to his crew chief before the race, he told me the thing about this 26 car, it is very good on the long run. He said, I've been talking to him all race long to make sure he knows, hey, we have a very strong car. Don't burn up your stuff. Make sure we are there at the end. Well, you see, he's been going to work.
Custer in 4th. That's why we're riding along with him right now.
If they are a player at the end, they have a chance to go out here and get a win, Amanda.
4th place.
Josh, right behind that 26 is
Allgaier,
A.J. Allmendinger,
almost
that just got
3
on the
seconds
scene. He was
ahead
radioing to his team
of
that he feels slow out
second
there,
place.
But watching his lap times a few back, he was
45 to
running the
go.
fastest lap
CeeLo,
here
Tyler Reddick,
at
Michael
Portland.
Jordan.
You guys know AJ.
At
He
Jordan
is passionate.
NASCAR.
Unless he is contending for a win,
That's right.
it really doesn't matter.
Have a strong car.
Yeah, AJ's always.
Corey Heim still in first place, 101 laps complete of 160. I cannot believe they're running both of these races at the same time. I can't believe it.
Oh, as you see, he almost gets in the back of Truex. He doesn't really get raced the same because he's not a regular. And Trevor, you know this as well as anybody. When you're a regular in the series, there's a little more give and take that goes on. When you're kind of the outsider that comes in, guys don't race you the same. And Sage has been fast.
SVG is really fast. Even with the mistakes, if he can keep it clean, I feel he could still back in front. That's right.
Had a great run going until right there at the last lap.
Well, it also doesn't help when you're known as a road course guy, and they're like, hey, I got you covered, buddy. I know I run ovals, but I can hang with you. You know, to your point, though, about regulars, hey, it can go the other way. You think about Cole Custer and Austin Hill last week. If they're able to get beside each other on the track, you never know what you'll see. So history can catch up to you at road courses as well.
Yeah, and I'm thrilled to see Sage having the run that he is. He was actually
right along with Chandler Smith. He's in P5, right behind Cole Custer.
Ran that. Really talented driver, and he's been trying to make it in the Xfinity Series for a while. Nice little home here he's found. Put together a really solid performance.
You mentioned he was an IndyCar driver. He actually skipped his high school prom to qualify for the Indy 500. So
where else would you rather be?
So there you go. Had a little party for him in the garage area.
Smash that free sub. That's right, Richard. Thanks very much, buddy, for all you do.
Because you were racing, it's because you couldn't get a date, Trevor.
What kind of
I thought I was going to say that about you.
Hey, listen, Jamie and I both had the highlighted hair in high school. What'd you have for hair, Adam?
What channel's the truck race on? It's on FS2. And if you're looking for the truck race, Deegan's doing it.
Part-timers, and I know that we think of him as more of a regular, and that being Ryan Truex.
Curtis, what's up?
But he doesn't get to race all the time. It impresses me, and I understand the 20-car
all right, we go right along with
has been great this year.
Chandler Smith in
up,
P5.
It doesn't matter what kind of track, he just seems to find his way, and he had never seen Portland before today.
Yeah, he's doing an unbelievable job this year, and even though he's not getting seat time on the track, he is Joe Gibbs Racing's development driver on the simulator, getting tons of hours every week, helping with their tire modeling and getting the setups right for these race cars. So that can pay off big time. You think about guys like Corey Heim that do that in the truck series. Those simulators now allow so much development of these young drivers. And Ryan Truex has been around for a long time. We were teammates at MWR actually when he ran in the East Series, and has found his way into good rides here. Obviously, in this 20.
I've never seen them run 2 races at the same time.
And we talk what they've done
never.
This year, 3 wins with 3 different drivers. We can highlight the drivers all we want, but the one constant is the guy in the pit box. Tyler Allen is a first-year crew chief. He's won with 3 different drivers, Nemechek,
What's your pick for the Cup race tomorrow? And how surprised would you be if Larson doesn't get a waiver from NASCAR? Jonathan, I'm going Kyle Larson for him to prove a point tomorrow. I'm going Kyle Larson tomorrow, and I think he'll get the waiver.
Oh, yeah, I'd be a good crew chief.
Well, it's not just that 20 group, though. Joe Gibbs Racing had to hire 3 new or move up 3 new crew chiefs.
They're not going to.
There's the only experienced crew chief is that on the 81 of Chandler Smith there with Jeff Mindering. Doing a great
Donna
job
Lee.
as well.
I mean, Chase broke his leg doing stuff on his own, and they gave him a waiver. So, Haley Deegan's birthday is the same day as mine. I'm 54, though. Can't see on the screen what position. She's horrible.
And you see guys taking a little more
She's having a good day. Deegan's in 36, 3 laps down.
You see how you
36, 3 laps down.
They come off of turn 12. If you think you have any shot at getting inside of them, guys are taking a little more chance. And as we get deeper in the race, we know that you just continue to get more and more aggressive.
8 laps to go in stage 2 at Portland. Could we see some strategy on the horizon?
I go back to Cole Custer because there's nobody around AJ at all.
He's been dominant today. 18 circuits out front. Creed, Balicki, Custer, Chandler Smith, your top 5.
All right, we're going to a commercial break. Hit that like button. We're trying to get to 200 likes. We're at 150 past that. Going to 200 likes. We're at 155. And let's listen in to Cole Custer in 4th place, trying to reel in Josh Balicki there in P3. Let's see if we can catch him. Cole Custer. Wish I had FS1, but I like listening to CeeLo on the internet, YouTube. Awesome. Try to bring as best I can. Tomorrow we'll be doing the real race tomorrow. I don't understand why they just have all 3. Maybe they just can't hold all 3 trucks, all 3 series at. But we're gonna be doing 4 races this month. So 4 races this month. Truex was the 19 car. This isn't a Cup race. This is Xfinity, Curtis. And Curtis, I don't know if you noticed, you have a membership now. It was given to you by Rick. The real race. The Cup race. Sorry, I should say the real race. The Cup race. The NASCAR Cup Series is on Sunday. I feel for Haley's team and her sponsor. They're not getting much out of her with no talent. And she's had some issues. She's driven through the field, though, multiple times. So, but I want to thank Rick and Gator for giving those gifted memberships today. And also South Virginia for becoming a member again. Appreciate him. Appreciate all the members that have shown they've been with us for over more than 7 months. Donna Lee also became a member today. Thank you so much, guys. Keep hitting that subscribe. Keep on hitting that like button for us. So we're trying to get 30 more subscribers to 13,400. What track is she good at? Doesn't like the road course. True. Thank you for subscribing. Racing EST 2021. Awesome. Thank you so much for the subscribe. And we're back to live audio here. Hold on a second if I can find it.
On this Saturday afternoon with Trevor Bain, Jamie McMurray, I'm Adam Alexander, Josh Sims, Amanda Busick, hanging out on pit road. Allgaier trying to get the stage sweep here, and what's going
53
on?
RBIs. That's
Allgaier
crazy.
Leads out front. Allmendinger with a bit of a slide there.
It almost looked like when he slid.
6 laps to go in stage 2.
Running, he slowed down so much right there, but he got it gathered back up and got going, and now he's got to start back over, trying to get back by the 24 and 48.
Yeah, and again, I say this field is stacked. I mean, the ability to
River King,
create
thank you so
speed from our
much.
top
River
10.
King.
You don't see AJ Allmendinger and Sam
Is
Mayer
Herps
stall at 10th place
Haas?
very often.
If so, I think his sponsor will follow him because his dad is Monster sponsor Trophy Truck.
Just looking at those
I don't think he
drivers in the
is.
top 10.
I don't think Herps is
all the
Haas. Is he?
problems
Remind
that
me if I'm
existed
wrong.
There among that group, various issues, some of them before the race even began. Top 3 have been pretty solid, conventional all day long. After that, you can put an asterisk by where all those other guys are running because of what they've had to overcome.
I mean, really, we haven't talked about our leader much, Justin Allgaier, because he's had a quiet day, right? He's got that cherry scheme. He said no corn on the car this week with Brandt. Been with that partner since 2011, so only in the 7-car 9 years, but with that partner for much more. I know he's would like to get a road course win. It's been a while for him, even though he's won oval races.
Steve, thank you for becoming a rookie member. Steve, thank you so much. Now you have access to those emojis.
Watch, not using a ton of curves.
Yes, 98 is Haas. Okay.
I mean,
Thank you, Martin, for that. Appreciate that.
And he and Creed right now clearly running the fastest lap times. Such a smooth, calm race.
Old Custard trying to get past Josh Balicki here.
The opposite of that, you mean?
Yeah.
You're welcome, River King.
See what happened to him here.
See if we can get some more folks in here.
That's in that same section we've seen so many cars go off in, whether it's from the dirt being thrown out from the car in front of you, same exact place.
Johnson Laces, does SVG have an onboard camera? I wish he did. We'd be watching it, but he does not. It's Cole Custer, Chandler Smith, and AJ Allmendinger. We were watching Cole Custer, but now we're watching. This is Cole Custer. Chandler Smith is about a second and a half behind Cole Custer, so he's kind of running by himself. Chandler Smith is kind of running by himself as well, so this is the only one that's got really competitive. 10-9 Oakland. Wow, didn't see that going. I wish I could, Terry. I would show it to you, but I can't. Can't show the M board because there isn't one.
How rough it is getting back on if he waits too long. Then we see 39 go around.
And you almost wonder if Kligerman goes off.
Is racing for Stuart Haas until November. Okay.
And then C goes off because Kligerman threw some dirt on the track. Yeah, it just kind of compounded as those guys all went down through there.
But as I said, a lot of road courses have gravel traps or sand you get stuck in here.
Very forgiving at this racetrack.
We see multiple
he just gets close enough to Balicki, but just cannot seal the deal.
Somewhat track position.
Austin Hill, 13th.
You bring extra equipment to watching the races. You're welcome. You're welcome, Steve.
Was in position for stage points. He was 10th, and now back in.
Try to bring the most entertainment we can. At least on the NASCAR Cup Series, we have plenty of other cameras to watch.
Think about rental go-karts, Jamie. You can go in there and slam.
Now next year, I'm not sure how it's going to work with
rental go-karts, just rental cars.
HBO Max taking care of the cars.
Drive it in there. It's a rental.
So. Not sure how that's going to work. Right, this is right here. What we're watching is anybody can watch it. It's not paid for or anything. It's public use that anybody can watch it.
Tire stopped rubbing, but
and you don't have to have a subscription to NASCAR to watch the cams.
He's 8.7 seconds behind the leader. That's right on the edge of where you need to be to pit under
Sheldon Creed, 2.184 seconds behind Justin Allgaier. Allgaier just cruising.
If someone's going to come under green and flip it that way.
Well, the nerves are off now. These
3 laps to go in stage 2. We'll be bringing the cameras back here in a second.
Here we go. Jumping the stage. We've seen people stalling out, not able to get track position. I know it didn't work out for Shane Van Gisbergen, but we have that data to know how far back
it goes away and then it comes back. It's like they know we're watching it.
And they elect not to do that here. Pits have closed.
Corey Heim down a lap. What happened?
So the only one
not sure
to play the pit road games and pit under green today, stage 1 or stage 2, was Van Gisbergen.
Someone let me know what happened to Corey Heim.
There doesn't do it here, and Justin Allgaier out front by nearly 2 seconds.
You have to watch the HBO movie.
Sweep for a 3rd consecutive race. He was one of our pre-race
Sam Hunt Racing, both cars in the top 10.
0-0 of Cole Custer, 4th right now, Amanda.
2 laps to go.
No one knows better than Cole at being at the right place at the right time. He was telling his team that he's just having a hard time getting off these corners, that he just can't get the car to roll. But you look at that, it's kind of reflected in his lap time. But last year's winner started 4th, currently running 4th.
And like I said, this is the only car that's really competitive right now that's been trying to catch this Balicki guy for a while.
You can explain to your crew chief what you're fighting, but you're so limited on the pit stops because typically, unless you're fighting, handling
It's not. I don't
characteristic
control the
that's
view.
different
They
to the
do
left
it
and the right.
themselves.
It's hard to make a change with wedge, and really you're just
SVG
changing air
in
pressure to try to help
6th
with
place.
grip overall.
And
Final
between
lap
Chandler
stage
Smith,
two,
yeah, we can go to
some lap
Chandler
traffic
Smith. Let's
for
go there
our
because
leader.
SVG's getting
Allgaier
closer.
going around or trying to go around the 5.
Let's go to Chandler
of Anthony
Smith.
Alfredo, and as he deals with him, 18 is Sheldon Creed starting to creep back into the picture.
Well, and again, I know that these pit stops are so different, but I bring it up because Sheldon Creed, Josh Bilicki have track position. We saw them leapfrog multiple cars. So if you're Justin
So
Allgaier,
Chandler Smith in
great,
6th, chasing down SVG there in front of him.
Stage, taking those tires, it's going to be really tough to hold that lead.
They have nothing to worry about. Jim Holman is on the jack.
You think Larry Mack ever changed time?
Uh-oh.
SVG there in front of Chandler Smith.
We stay green for now. Could be irrelevant as this is the final lap of the stage.
Caution, mate.
Allgaier getting by
See what
Alfredo,
happens.
heading down to turns 10, 11, and 12 for the final time in stage 2. There's the caution, and Allgaier can now cruise.
For Matt DiBenedetto there, I was going to
Congratulations,
say,
Allgaier winning stage 2. We're in stage 3.
I never thought I'd see it again, but here we are today.
Allgaier's just been remarkable when you look at the stages. 10 stage wins in 2024. And he has now swept the stages in 3 consecutive races. By the way, 10 stage wins, that's the most all time through 13 races.
3rd race in a row where he sweeps the race stages. Isn't it something?
Question becomes, can he finish the deal? Did it
right
a couple of races ago at Darlington, and able to do it last Saturday at Charlotte. And the stalled car of Matt DiBenedetto is the reason for the caution.
Matt Benedetto.
And, oh my.
All right, let's listen in to... Wish we could listen to the cams. That's kind of a bummer. Let's see, maybe... Let's see. Truck leader, truck scanner. How is... yeah, the scanners are just truck scanner audio, truck leaderboard, Xfinity in-car cameras, raw feed. Yeah, they don't have any in-car cameras. Look at that view. Ugh. Go away from that one. Thought they were doing cautions for they weren't doing it, but I guess there was a Matt Benedetto was stalled on the track. Matt Benedetto stalled on the track, so. 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna mute the mic. 1 second. All right. So, stage 3, Allgaier, can he finish the deal? Yes or no in the chat. Let me see. Yes or no in the chat. Can he seal the deal here for Justin Allgaier? 2 weeks in a row, dominated. First stage, second stage. But it came out always a bridesmaid, never a bride in the last 2 races. Can Allgaier do it? Lee says no. Terry says yes. Mark says yes. It's an easier place to get it here. Jake says yes. Can Allgaier win this race? Donna Lee says no. Who's her sponsorship? Deegan on that field. I think it's should be right here. Should be right here. Ray says no. SVG for the W. Airbox. That's it, Jake. Thanks for that. So we're riding along with Chandler Smith right in front of him. SVG right there is SVG. Nick Sanchez is leading at St. Louis. Yes. Chase Purdy now is the leader there. Perhaps he's generally really good at road courses. We'll see. Richard says, Curtis Cecilo, go back and see Michael's comment. Okay, hold on a second. Michael Cecilo, how do you just subscribe? What's the cost? You told me my first watching a month ago or membership just said it's free to subscribe. So it's a red button, and if you're on a laptop, it should be right there below it. And then the memberships, I can put the link in the chat to become a member, and I can do that for you in a second.
Because the sun is shining. 2 years ago, they
showed up in the rain. That's right. That's right.
Hottest selling thing at this race 2 years ago was a poncho, actually. So we're racing in Portland today. Then we'll make the 620-mile drive down the West Coast and race in wine country next Saturday afternoon, live on FS1. Sonoma Raceway playing host to round 14.
Sonoma, one of my favorite racetracks we run all year long. Not just because... What's going on here, Adam?
Scooter gang.
Well, that guy's tired on
All right,
the left.
there's that.
That's the police escort.
Oh, thank you, Rick. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hey, you'll have fun driving.
There it is to become a member. And click on that to subscribe.
Oh,
Rick got the link to subscribe, and then I got the link to become a member. Michael.
Hey, we got married on a Tuesday.
My guy Jose Ramirez leads the league in RBIs. Nice.
If you did your honeymoon, in Iowa, and no offense to Iowa, we're going there in a couple weeks with NASCAR. We love the great state of Iowa, but if you honeymooned there
at the racetrack
and you made it 11 years and you got 5 kids, I would say across the
board. We're gonna go to. We'll stay right here with Chandler Smith so y'all can see SVG.
Grandparents take a weekend. Yeah. Those don't come by.
Jose Canseco.
5 kids, Adam.
Maybe. By the way, do the
SVG for the win.
In a couple of weeks for all those NASCAR fans heading out to Iowa. Let's go down to Amanda Busey.
Yeah, it should be fun. We'll be doing all those series for Iowa
guys,
coming up soon.
Sitter today, Sam Mayer, who has won or been runner-up at 5
Sam Mayer
of the last
in
5
9th,
road courses that
P9.
we've gone to, says that the car feels great, nothing really to complain about, but had lost grip on all 4 tires there to the end. So really looking forward to this pit stop. Josh?
Well, normally Austin Hill is a major player here.
Click on this link, Mitchell.
Issues with lateral grip and forward drive, and then
click on that link. It'll tell you everything you need to do.
Austin Hill having some struggles out here today, guys.
The link in the chat.
I look at that regular season championship. We mentioned Austin Hill the day.
He follows you on Twitter, really? That's awesome.
Those are the 3 that really are in the
hunt. All right, pit
right
stops
now.
here. We're gonna hang out here with Chandler Smith.
2. And as they hit their box, Allgaier leads them down. And we will go to Amanda to begin our pit coverage here. Again, a reminder that 63-second minute.
Front spot for Chandler Smith.
And Adam, that made 6 stage wins in a row for the 7. Said he just needs more forward drive on the long run here, Josh.
Well, for the 19 of Josh Malicki, he had issues with the lateral drive. They made adjustments.
Yeah, they do, DJ.
I'm not sure if it helped. I keep sliding these tires.
Or behind back to
so
forth.
He's having some issues trying to help him out with that. For the 18 of Sheldon Creed, he said, I just need more drive off, especially in 7 and 12. That is where the 7 is beating me, Amanda.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at the 97 of Shane Van Gisbergen, and you'll remember he had that off in stage 2. The team told him, hey, just calm down, breathe. It's a long way to go. Said that the car's feeling pretty good, but they're going to
Chandler
look some of
Smith.
the adjustments that they made on the first pit stop. And right in front of him, take a look at AJ Allmendinger. Told the team that the car is getting back to a place that it feels good. Looking forward to this final stage here at Portland.
Top 3 hold serve. Good stop for Chandler
Hitting that like button for us, trying to get to 200 likes to total here today. We're in stage 3.
We felt like that would be
we
a
have
huge advantage.
almost 22 laps to go.
So did Sage Karam. +2 for Ed Jones and Sam Hunt Racing. And you hate to see it, but Shane Van Gisbergen lost 5 in that exchange.
We've come a long way together.
Final stage on the way in Portland.
Giving it everything we've got.
All right, final stage coming. We're in stage 3.
Road to run.
Telling you, these commercials are just something. Why does it go off and then goes back on? I don't understand. All right, thanks for hanging out with us today. Sorry we couldn't bring you both of them. We were prepared to bring you both races today, but that's how it goes sometimes. So stay tuned tomorrow. We're gonna have live coverage, flag-to-flag coverage of the Enjoy Illinois 300. So make sure you're right here with us for the Enjoy Illinois 300. We'll be doing this same type of platform with in-car cameras and everything. And Chandler Smith in 3rd place, as we're going to watch him It's Sheldon Creed, Josh Bilicki, Chandler Smith, Ryan Truex, Austin Hill, Jesse Love, Justin Allgaier, Storky. Thank you so much for that subscribe, Storky. Appreciate that. As we are less than 25 away from 200 likes. Thank you guys for making it a great night today. I'm sorry we couldn't bring you both races. We got to watch a little bit of the truck race as the cams were up, but trying to get to 13,400. If you haven't subscribed yet, that is our goal. We're less than 21 away from our goal there. So there's Josh Bilicki. This restart should be interesting to see how this goes. Everybody's got good tires. Can SVG come from 12th? My pick. We'll see. What streams labs going through chat stream? It is just my stream bot that it helps me talk about stuff like our subscribe count or our redeems or our like, hitting the like button for us. He just kind of helps spread the word. I don't think SVG is going to win. I don't think so either. I should enjoy moving out of Illinois 400. It should be the enjoy moving out of the Illinois 400. So we're just waiting on caution here. Next time around, we'll probably go green. But help us hit that like button for us, trying to get to 200 likes and trying to get to 13,400 on the subscribes. You're going for Ryan Truex for the win in that 20. I tell you, that 20 car is strong. That 20 car is strong, so we'll see what happens. Austin Creed for the win in that P2. Would that be something if the 19 pulls it off? Be an upset.
Cardinals take on Bryce Harper and the NL East leading Phillies. Or the Reds get the Cubs. Maybe you want the Angels and Mariners. Check local listings for the game in your area. All the coverage begins 7 Eastern Time on Fox. Great day in Portland, Oregon. NASCAR Xfinity Series racing here for the 3rd time. Second road course race of 2024. We'll hit the road.
Please explain how SVG lost 5 spots. I'm not sure.
On the Charlotte Roval.
They're not showing pit stops. So
in recent years, you better be a good road
in the top
racer
10
if you're going to run for a championship.
Haley Deegan for the win. Nate says
of the equation.
Big decision for Sheldon Creed as we approach the choose here. He was in 3rd, if you remember, on that last restart. Actually got to the inside of Van Gisbergen. But if you look at this turn 12 where they have the restart zone is right
Deegan's
down here.
3 laps down. Matt
The
Benedetto
inside
2.
has such less of a distance, Trevor, to carry
Cole
around.
Custer
It's
way
made
back
an
in 29th. What
advantage
happened to
even more,
him?
Not just when you get to turn 1, but as you accelerate and come onto the front
Digger
stretch,
back to
that inside row,
15th.
I think it makes it really
What
difficult
happened
on
to
the guy on
those
the outside.
guys?
Yeah, just that arc while you're trying to accelerate, takes 4 drive out. The inside car can get pointed straight, as you mentioned. We were talking about if you're second.
If Austin
JB, I'm
wins,
taking
he
the
should
front
have
row. You said
Creed
you might
playing
take
in the winner's
second
circle.
row on the inside.
Well, and you see Creed chose the outside. I'm just going to work the inside guy down
Sheldon
as much as I can,
plays.
so my distance is less. And if I'm Allgaier, I'm doing
Keep
the
hitting that
exact
subscribe,
opposite. I'm trying
y'all.
to push
Keep hitting that
Sheldon
like button.
as wide as I can go.
And these restarts have become awesome.
You're going to
because
join
we've
our
changed the
Discord. Rick
rules.
just dropped our
Once
Discord
you
in our
leave the
link. If you
restart
have, all you have to have is a
it's
Discord
on. No
login.
staying in line to the start-finish line and all that. We saw it
Here
on
we
the last
go.
restart, and we'll likely see it here. They've added a lap, so we'll take a break. Final stage coming your way from Portland when we return.
All right, 22 to go. They're going to add another lap. So we're going to have another lap to go here. If you're just coming in, my name is CeeLo. On the Go at CeeLo is our racing channel. We do NASCAR here on the weekends. We do truck races. We tried to do the truck race today, but NASCAR had other options to run the same race at the same time as the Xfinity race, which is crazy. But we are here. Doesn't Worldwide Technology have lights? Couldn't they have ran that tonight? I don't understand. Has Deegan fired her crew chief? Yeah, I think he got fired. 20 laps in the Xfinity, 25 in the trucks. It'll go a little quicker for the trucks. But Corey Heim back up there in first place in the truck race. Ty Majeski in second and Christian Eckes in third. I wish we could watch those cameras because I would watch them as well. But we're going to stay right here with Chandler Smith. Riley Herbst made his little comeback after being spun out. He's in 6th. But our other 2 cameras are out of contention. So we're going to stay with Chandler Smith right here for the finish. No way she's going to win. She's not aggressive enough. I mean, some races where she got taken out, she had nothing to do with that. You know, she had nothing to do with it. But let's see if we can get some more folks in here. 400 of us here. Make sure you're hitting that like button for us and subscribing. 18 to go to 13,400, y'all. Wow. Crazy. Be nice if we had in-car cameras, NASCAR. I mean, in-car scanners, NASCAR. All right, lights are still on the pace car, but that doesn't mean anything. Rick says, I hope she got fired. He got fired along with a lot of the pit crew. They've been averaging like 16.4 seconds a pit stop. Long was 18.3, so yeah. All right, here we go. You ready? Ready to go boogity, boogity, boogity. Final stage here. Last 21 laps to go. Glad we picked this race. I'm glad we did this one. All right, here we go.
And problems for Cole Custer. He was 4th at the end of stage 2. They had a tire issue when they made their pit stop.
Oh, there you go. Tire issue for Cole Custer.
To 28th in the running order on this restart. Just such disappointment for our reigning champ and the driver that won this race a year ago. Front
there we go.
Here we go. Green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
In Portland, Oregon.
See Allgaier check up a little bit. He saw Creed rolling that outside.
Oh, Creed.
Still great through the gears here. Able to pull up to the outside of Justin Allgaier.
Yeah, Creed Smith out of line.
Allgaier, let's see this first turn here.
When they know how important this restart is.
We got a bird's eye view of the lead here. Sheldon Creed over Allgaier.
Cars going through the maze there, started by Riley Herbst, Josh Bilicki off the track.
Sheldon Creed jumps to the race lead in front of Justin Allgaier.
Gets in a little deep into 4, leaves the door open for Justin
We're watching this.
Yeah, Creed got a little bit loose there, and
Chandler Smith is just like, hey, I'll take this right here in a second.
You're in a good position in one corner, and then the wrong position in the next. And these guys,
Chandler Smith just waiting.
Position has been today, but Sheldon Creed to the front,
and Justin Allgaier is going.
Remember when 21 seconds was good?
He's surrounded.
Chandler Smith with an incredible restart up to 3rd. Here it is down into turn 1.
Chandler just waiting, Raw. He's just waiting.
Outside. He's able to get in turn 1, gives Justin Allgaier a lot of room, and then has the preferred line, as you talked about, as he crosses back into turn 2.
Pace car drivers probably don't appreciate that, though. I've seen some drivers bump draft the pace car.
Karam gets into the back of him a little bit there, turns him around. That was actually, I would
like
say,
that one time Junior was driving the pace car and Kyle Busch kind of.
Only 5 cars went off the track.
Oh, we got to spin. Spin the 19 spins.
Give Riley Herbst credit. He saw he wasn't going to make the corner, and if you know you're not going to make it, use up as much as you can.
And Allgaier. Look at
that. The lead is on.
Ooh, Chandler Smith. No, Creed and Allgaier.
Headed to turn 3. Creed explodes. They're side by side heading to turn 4. Chandler Smith is right there. Contact up front.
Yeah, Justin's in the preferred position right here. He's going to run Sheldon.
I got to turn this off for a second, y'all.
See if Sheldon gets into the back.
If they go off the camera, I can't. Just in case, I don't want to be at the same time as the broadcast.
Sheldon Creed there.
Oh, yeah. And one thing about it we've learned about Sheldon
They're watching.
Creed, if you give it, he's going to give it right back.
So Allgaier,
has never
Creed,
swept stage 1 and stage 2
Jesse Love
won in the Xfinity Series. Problems for the 2 of Jesse Love.
The crew is on top, just hitting the crap out of the car. This car right here has got his hood up, and they're jumping on it to push it down.
See Allgaier on the right's got just a little bit of breathing room. Be interesting to see.
I don't know what happened to Jesse Love. Someone got into the back.
We've seen
That was
Justin
funny. He was
Allgaier
like
so
jumping
good
on it.
the
Did you
long
see
run.
that,
So
Rick?
right
That was
now,
hilarious.
Sheldon Creed's opportunity. He's trying to pack air on the rear bumper to get
One
Justin Allgaier
1
loose,
minute. We're bringing it
much like
back
we
here.
see at the
Michael,
Opals,
thank you
but
so much for
he's
becoming
gonna
a pro
attack hard
member.
these next 2 laps to
Yes,
try to get
sir.
that position.
$1.99.
Could be
Thank you,
defensive.
sir.
Well, you know
Appreciate
Sheldon
that.
Creed is hungry. 8 times in his career, he's been a runner-up. So close, so many times. Felt like
18 to go.
2024 was his year, making the move to Joe Gibbs Racing. They've had a host of mechanical
Yeah,
problems.
did you see that? He
have
just
taken
jumped
him
on
out
it.
of contention in races, but he is in position to get it done. Meanwhile, another one of the Toyotas.
And guess who is coming for Chandler Smith? SVG.
Saw Sheldon Creed right there getting into turn 6, got in a little bit
SVG
deep, ran wide,
in your back
gives
bumper.
Justin just a little bit of breathing room, and man, that's what you need
Look
as
at
a
him.
leader. You don't have to run a defensive line.
That
like in this
Camaro.
corner.
Ooh,
Look,
there he
Gisbergen
goes.
shoots
Look
the
how
inside
quick
of
he
Chandler
took
Smith.
advantage of that.
And if anyone I don't want to see behind me, that's the guy.
Look at SVG.
Man,
Man.
Gisbergen, he's fought through a lot today.
Oh.
And here he is in third.
P3 for SVG now.
The guy running second, the guy running
See how
third
fast
has
he took
never
that?
won in NASCAR's Xfinity Series.
Look at that speed he carries. Love that aerial shot into turn 10. Shows how
Thank
much
you so much,
racetrack they're
Michael.
using,
Appreciate
plus
it, man.
the
You
infield.
get
It's just-
your
it's so hard to
emojis
get
are
that
free,
run generated off turn 12.
and
It
you
just
get
seems like whoever
access
the front car is gets
to
the power down,
the
and then that takes you out of this
vlogs that we
passing
put
zone,
out early.
heading down
So
into turn 1.
Chandler Smith poke out a line there.
SVG
Gonna try to
on
get
the
that
go.
late dive bomb to steal that spot back. Not able to
he
get
is,
there.
man. Oh, look at Chandler Smith
Now,
trying to take it
what's behind
back.
is Chandler Smith. Sam Mayer is right back in the hunt. Started on the pole, had the issues early, lap 1.
Keep hitting that
but he has
subscribe,
fought
y'all.
his way all the way back
Keep
to the
hitting that
top
like
5.
button. Trying to get to
Looking for his
200
second win
likes.
of the year as Mayer. Won 3 times on the road in 2023.
15 to go to 200 likes.
Yeah, and, you know, Adam, we talked about Jesse Love and the issues he had where that whole front end was tore up. And I want you to take a look right here, right behind Sam Mayer, as these guys are coming to the green. You see, ooh, that contact right there. And honestly, it didn't look like he hit
right
him
at the
that
start
hard,
of the
but
race. That's where
destroying the
Jesse
2
Love got
cars
it.
has ended his day.
It's 2 weeks in a row. Jesse Love, the rookie, has had problems. Really fast last week at Charlotte. Lost power.
So Chandler
steering.
Smith here in 4th.
Turned into a nightmare for him.
Dinger
there.
back in
And comes
12th,
here to Portland,
and Cole
where he was
Custer in
third a West
18th.
race a
There are
couple of
in-car
years ago,
cameras.
and
Mikey
unfortunately dealing with
G,
some
what's up,
problems
baby?
again.
Yeah, and it looked
What's up, dude?
Allgaier creating some separation at the front. We go side by side.
I'm gonna
with
try to call you
16
next week.
laps to
We can
go.
talk a little
Creed,
bit.
Van Gisbergen.
All right, so let's listen in to Chandler Smith. Camera a little bit down. Yeah, I'll call you this week. We'll talk a little bit. Views 73, SVG to the win. We'll see. He's going to make up some ground. If there's a caution, possibly. But if not, it's going to be hard to catch Allgaier. At the end of June, you're going to PA. Nice. I like SVG, but he's got a long way to go to get there. I see you, Mayor. Look at Sam Mayer coming back for that pole setter in P4. As we are at a commercial break on FS1 broadcast. 9 laps to go of 25, 59 of 75. So there's 3 stages plus a checkered flag. No, that'll end it. Never mind. I'm crazy. I'm calling it. If there's a caution comes out, SVG gets the win. We'll see if a caution comes out. But we're watching Ryan Truex trying to catch Chandler Smith. We're looking out the back of Chandler Smith's car as Ryan Truex trying to take that spot, getting closer and closer every time. Just amazing how SVG stole that position, like how quick he hopped on that position when we were watching that. Like it was an instant second. He took it and grabbed it. Like that's how good it is. You don't want SVG on your bumper, man. SVG in a road course, you're done. You see, you kick up all that dirt. I know, man. They got to touch the rumbles, right? So And they always are on top of those rumbles, so of course the dirt's right there too. Michael says middle of the 8th in Cleveland, 3-2, 10th in a row. You see that windshield wiper on Chandler Smith. All right, we're back at it. 14 to go.
And complete the pass. Who's fastest? Not surprising, Justin Allgaier, because he's out front by himself.
Oh,
But
Riley
right
Herbst
behind
spins.
him, you know, we highlight Riley Herbst, and unfortunately, he has a problem.
Yeah, and the reason that 2nd through 7th is not running good lap times is because they're all racing right here.
Herbst was the second fastest, and then he spun. Makes sense. Mark says, if CeeLo gets any more popular, we should get him a ride. I don't know about that. Old McDonald on YouTube. Oh, thanks, William. Appreciate it, buddy.
Guys haven't run off track. Oh, right here, we're probably going to get a little dirt on the tires, but Shane McGill
But William,
kept getting the inside.
failed to tell everybody that he shows the race, but he can't show the audio, so it's totally different audio from what they're watching.
Sam Mayer might clear him as well. That's going to give him
You failed to mention that, William.
Creed's going to be mad at the way he was raced right there. If you're Van Gisbergen,
But thanks for coming in here and saying that. We appreciate you, William.
Well, he's back.
Creed's hanging on to his car, though, guys. You see in the middle of the corner how slow.
And oh, don't forget his dog that's barking as well, so you can
He
hear.
looks so slow trying to roll the middle.
13 to go.
13 laps to go. I want to give a call to Cole Custer. Had the tire problem on the pit stop. Restarted outside the top 25. He is in the top 15. Here comes Sam Mayer.
196 likes.
Getting by
Thanks.
Sheldon Creed.
Yeah, and those guys know we've got to get by it because Justin Allgaier has almost a 3-second lead right now. We'll have to watch the lap times of Mayer. And
Almost there, y'all.
See, can they run Justin back down? Justin's running 75-50s right now. Pretty solid lap times for this point in the run.
Jamie, I don't know about you, but when I ran Xfinity, my crew chief would always say, just keep all 4 tires on the pavement, have all the body panels on, and you'll have a top 10 day. Now you can spin out, go through the chicane, off-road, and here we find 2 of those guys in the top 3 with Sam Mayer working his way back all the way from outside the top 20 up into 3rd position.
Yeah, and we're going to find out is you know, what does the 7 car have in it? Because we have a caution.
First,
complete reset.
Need a caution.
They had that caution on the final lap of stage 2. But this is the first time that the game really has changed when you talk about the caution in the middle of a run today. 3rd caution of the afternoon. You saw Haley Deegan, who was a couple of laps, maybe 3 laps down, had problems. Tire carcass came off is what we're hearing from our spotters. You reset, and this changes everything. Going to be a restart right around 10 laps to go. And to say it's going to get physical would be an understatement. Here's what happened to Haley.
Yeah, she's limping this car back to pit road. Knows she has a flat. That carcass comes off and ends up being in the racetrack in the way.
Yeah, this is worst case scenario for Justin Allgaier. I know he's done a great job taking care of the tires. We saw the battle from 2nd through 5th, how hard they were racing. But that 3-second lead that Allgaier had worked for, it's gone now. He's got to deal with this restart into turn 1.
And it doesn't matter who has the fastest car at this point because on the restart, everybody's is going to be
Probably
all,
Talladega.
in a pack. It's going to be who's the most aggressive, maybe a little bit of luck of the accordion effect when we get down into turn 1. But these last few restarts, like we've seen the last couple of years, are going to be epic here.
He was part of that one last year, right? Leading the race and had the 48 of Parker Kligerman get to the inside from 3rd, wiped him out.
And if you watched the restart
And a caution.
last year,
We all said that
SVG big advantage when we get to turn 1 because when the
SVG would win this sucker.
He pushes the guy on the outside out, and you have to go through the maze, you know, the chicane in the chicane. So big decision for Shane Van Gisbergen. You know, does he choose the inside, the outside?
12 laps to go here.
Down into turn 1, and the same thing. You know, for Allgaier, I would
200 likes. Thank you guys so much. We're 18 to go for our subscriber count of 13,400.
I think what we saw, them lunging, letting off the brake between 1 and 2, if you can get that position and roll up. Amanda, what are they saying on that 97 here?
Yeah, I was just taking a look at Blue Schlickler that came down and talked to his team for a little bit, but you guys got to remember Shane had that little bit of off in stage 2, and his team reminded him, hey, there is a long way to go in this race, and look where we have found him. The winner of this caution is Shane Van Gisbergen. As you guys said, that gap to Justin Allgaier has now dissipated, but Bruce, as you're looking at now, told me earlier today that he's really impressed with Shane's ability to get up to speed with the track so
Wild
quickly.
Lee, thanks
That
for
is on display
joining
here
our
in Portland.
Discord as well. Wild Lee, thank you so much.
Bruce Schlicker
Wild Lee
paired with Shane Van Gisbergen. I got to tell you, that
2 peas in a pod.
that's just mean to all of us in the media, isn't it? Give a call to Bruce, though, because so many times this year, Shane goes to these tracks he's never seen, experiencing stuff he never has in a race car, and he finds his way inside the top 10, top 15. We saw it last week at Charlotte.
Allgaier SVG P2.
Allgaier.
Can he pull it off? We'll see. Appreciate all the love tonight. Thank you guys so much for hanging out here with us. We appreciate you. Tomorrow we'll be doing the same thing with all the cams, all the fun with NASCAR Cup Series. Thank you for subscribing, Scott. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Scott. Thanks for all the members today. Thanks for all the new members, all the new subscribers. Thanks to Rick and Gator for giving the gifted memberships to everybody. Appreciate that. South Virginia becoming a member. Triton, Gator, and all those guys have been members. Green Bay Packers, Donna Lee, everybody that became a member today. Thank you so much, and we'll have you some fun this week coming up. Oh, you're welcome, Mark. What is this pirate business? What are you talking about? Oh, there's those mini games in the chat you guys can play with. Mini games in the chat. All right, let me turn this back on. And tomorrow we'll have the in-car cameras and the scanners for all the cars. But Doc Brown, North Carolina, thank you for the subscribes. Almost. Hey, I like your channel. Thank you, Kendrick. Appreciate you so much. We work hard. We work hard on the channel. We don't try to bring you the best audio ever. We try to bring you the best quality content everywhere as much as we can. But show your appreciation. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe. Become a member. That is awesome. Thank you guys for the likes. Over 200 likes. That's awesome. And YouTube just letting it happen, which just makes me mad. I understand it, Rick. I don't know how. What's up, JoJo? What's going on? Good to see you. And this should be interesting here, coming down to the finish. Great job, my friend. Thank you, Terry. Why did the caution come out? I guess Deegan. I didn't get to see it. Deegan, I guess. Rick, I'm going to message you on Discord here. All right, back to the audio here.
Setting up for a fun ending in Portland, Oregon. Justin Allgaier hopes he's the one collecting the checkered flag. So many disappointments late in races this year. Inside of 5 to go, leading at Phoenix. You saw him lose the tire, hit the wall. Dover, all that crazy strategy. This was last week at Charlotte after winning stage 1, stage 2, and turned into the wall. He's had some dominant race cars this year. That 7 team has been on it. Haven't always got the fruits of their labor, and if they don't win today, it will be a major disappointment.
There's a good chance that this restart could go on either highlight reel. He could be on top of the car, or it could be on that one we just saw, based off of how these races have gone so far.
Going to do the choose, and we'll get this restart. I almost said the final restart.
Don't count out Creed, Grant says.
Final restart.
10 to go is when we'll restart.
And Corey Heim wins the truck race. Could I go 2 for 2? I picked Corey Heim.
So that he doesn't have to race.
Could he go 2 for 2 here?
Turn 1, because if Shane can stay beside him down into turn 1, he's then going to be in the
I picked
preferred
SVG.
spot. It's all about that launch though when they get to the restart zone. And like we talked about earlier, being on the inside, that little bit shorter distance, if Justin can time that out right, he'll be able to clear him.
Well, Shane saw Sheldon Creed get by Justin Allgaier on the last restart from second place, was able to side draft down the front stretch. You're okay if you give up a half of a car of a lunch, because then you can side draft, be on that outside through turn 1.
11 to go here.
Exit of 1, take it away.
So they added a lap, and we're going to do it all again here. I I thought we were in a good spot there, and then everything kind of got shaken loose. So we'll wait and see how NASCAR evaluates this as we come around the next time.
Somebody's trying to
11 to go.
there, like calling a
Keep in that like button. We're going to try to get to 250 on the likes. We're 12 away from 13,400. If you haven't hit that subscribe yet, make sure you do, as we're moving it on.
Going back to Justin Allgaier and everything he's done, that win at Darlington was the 24th of his career. Put him top 10 on the all-time wins list, matching his boss, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Dale did a great thing this week. He hit 1 million followers on Instagram. So with that, he gave $1 million to charity. And he's been such a cornerstone for Xfinity Series competition, has had this team for many years. And when Justin won that race a few weeks ago, he spoke so highly of him.
Appreciate y'all coming in here. Almost 600 of us here. Thank you so much, guys. Hit that subscribe. Hit that like button for us. 10 laps to go. SVG. Chandler Smith in 5th. So we're going to see this battle for the lead here. I'm going to go throw a Hail Mary and say Custer for the win. Where's Cole Custer?
We became close friends.
He's back in 13th. That's a Hail Mary for sure. Next truck race is Nashville. Well, we'll miss that one because we'll be at it. 8 to go. Thank you so much, guys.
Racer, but over the years, his
5 grown men wanting to win. This is going to be something, exactly.
About this restart coming up. You've got Shane
and
who's in his
Chandler Smith right there for the taking. Thank you for subscribing. Views.
Justin Allgaier
73.
Won a road course race in years, but a little bit more calm and a veteran experience here.
Do we know why he has cherries on his car this week? Have we covered that yet?
You go ahead.
Well, because in the U.S., most of the tart cherries are harvested in Oregon and the state of Washington in the areas that we're racing today. What about that? I'm gonna think Twitter.
In honor of the late Paul Harvey. Now you know the rest of the story. They waved off the last choose, which I anticipated because there were like 15 guys that took the inside lane. I'm like, something's not right here.
It'll be on FS2.
We do the choose. And I say 15, it was like 15 of the first 20.
Just a little luck. Sam Mayer can win. Thank you, Jonathan, for subscribing. Appreciate you.
Track once you get past that first or second row, it's just kind of an alternate, trying to get as far up as you can, unlike at some of the ovals where we see guys, favor the inside or the bottom.
Sheldon Creed going row 2, Josh.
And you guys talked about drivers being calm. That is far from the emotion from Sheldon Creed during that last run. He felt in stage 2, they got the car where it needed to be, but in stage 3, he said, the rear is totally out of the track. I don't know what happened with where this car went. Also frustrated trying to hold off the 97 during that last run. Came over the radio and said, hey, we both can get to the 7, but
this should be interesting. See what happens. Zachary, thanks for subscribing.
Problem for the 18 right there.
Well, you got that right, Josh. They have dialed this 97 back.
Here we go.
We saw him lose positions.
Boogity.
Restart, 9 to go.
Here we go. Green flag. Baggity.
Just a little bit.
Let's go racing, boys.
You see Sheldon Creed fill in that middle.
Oh, look at that.
Bump. 3 wide for second. Mayer is there. Chandler Smith is there. Yes, 4 wide for a moment.
Better, but now he's 4 wide again.
Who's going to take it?
Creed gets through to second. Mayer is there.
Sheldon Creed, why did you give up, man?
Wrestling for position in turns 1 and 2.
Oh my gosh.
This is great news for Justin Allgaier because
Sheldon Creed took that big hit.
Not as good as the 97 and the 1 at this point in the race. Did you see the 97 get into Sam Mayer a little bit in turn 4?
Allgaier with the lead. Creed in second.
Restarts in NASCAR is unmatched. You cannot.
SVG had it, man. Why couldn't he be more aggressive?
The aggression in the Xfinity Series is so high.
Yeah, and we just heard, Josh was talking about Creed's frustration with Van Gisbergen, and it's not necessarily that Shane did anything wrong there. It's that Creed's car was going the wrong direction. Shane was, trying to get by him, and now it starts all over again. Shane's gonna have to try to pass him one more time.
Yeah, and when I say aggression, I'm not talking running people off the track or hitting them with your bumper. It's just being on, set to kill from the drop of the green flag.
Damage there to Chandler Smith's car. You see, he's gotten into the back of somebody.
Chandler Smith, big time. He got hit. He got popped by SVG. That sucks.
Racing on this restart. We see Chandler Smith.
There's another one. Everybody's sliding out. The 28, the 29. A whole bunch of people.
Brandon Jones is 3 feet.
Chandler Smith hit the back end of SVG, and he's done. Caution is out.
Well, we said it. Cautions breed cautions.
You said it.
Did you say it?
We were clean in stage 1.
Brandon Jones is in the tires.
In the final stage, less than 15 to go. And the caution is out again. This our 4th
All right,
yellow
who can we
today.
watch here? I guess Dinger, he's a 9th.
Hates this because you only have so many tricks up your sleeve of what
I mean,
you're
he
gonna do
nailed
on
the
race.
back
You gotta do something
of,
different every time. I thought he did a great job.
He nailed the back of SVG.
Well, and obviously Chandler Smith has a couple wins to fall back on. Brandon Jones, with that runner-up finish last week, was hoping to build momentum here. We saw that playoff leaderboard earlier, still trying to fight his way into the playoffs. Not the day he was looking for. Spent time yesterday preparing, running the ARCA race.
Where are you at?
Brandon Jones came in 15 points above the playoff cut line after that great run last Saturday in Charlotte. But unfortunately going to record a DNF with a late incident in Portland.
Just joined. What position is Ryan Ellis?
I can't wait to go back and see.
Ryan Ellis is in 26.
We almost had like
40
two separate incidents
back in 26
in the same corner. As we were focused on Chandler Smith, this all broke out.
We're riding along with AJ Allmendinger. He is in P9. We had a great view with Sheldon Creed or
it's almost like that car is stuck on something.
Chandler Smith. 11 to 9.
While the leaders drive
Oakland.
by, it'll be 7
He was in a
laps to
wreck.
go this time.
Smith was on the limiter when he hit, I
there.
think.
See Brandon moving around a little bit inside the car there.
Four more subscribers to our goal of 13,400. We're almost at 250 likes.
That or he just felt like unsafe to get out when he might pull me in the wrong direction, and now I'm sure he's gotten word that he can climb from the race car. This brings me to some of these cars getting banged up late in this race. Another road course race next Saturday. So how do you manage your fleet of cars going down to Sonoma? And
subscribers
I know a lot of
to
these
go.
top-tier teams will bring a couple of vehicles, and they'll plan to run a different primary next Saturday at Sonoma than what they ran here today. But that's something to consider as we look down the road in 7 days.
1 second, y'all.
as
I'm
Jones
refreshing the
takes off
camera.
helmet and climbs from the race car. Always a good sign anytime you have contact like that. Well, let's rewind. I mentioned this briefly. Sheldon Creed penalized on the restart. You guys tell me what you see here.
Yeah, if you look right there, they have to cross that white line, and he got out of line before that, so he's going to get penalized for.
Thank you guys so much. We got there 13,400. Y'all are awesome.
Actually pull out a line too soon because
I bet you SVG is more aggressive this next restart.
Now we know.
Been watching SVG since
I
2013.
thought Chandler Smith did a nice job backing out
In
right
Orin
there, getting
Park.
himself in the right position.
Wet
You see him
racing.
off in the background.
44 is Brennan Poole.
Second.
Oh, and Jones just has nowhere to go right there, trying to get
Thank
to the
you,
outside.
Yeti. Appreciate you, Yeti. Thanks so much.
Blaine Perkins, who both of those cars end up, you don't realize how fast you're going on a road course until things start to go wrong.
Yeah, and the way that this racetrack works is kind of like Watkins Glen on the exit of the last corner where things just bottleneck, and once somebody's sideways, there's absolutely nowhere to go.
Yeah, and these guys are all being aggressive in the back of the pack.
Sheldon Creed won't get his first career win. He's in P2.
Could have been, yeah. That's a good point, Trevor. Could have been some fluid.
SVG's got to be more aggressive
going
here.
around the corner, and it's really Brennan Poole just hooking Blaine Perkins that sends him then out into the main flow of traffic. You hear his engine. Yeah, his engine does blow up right there. He has the damage from something else.
Well, I remember back to qualifying, you talked about his early downshifts and how that can be really hard on the engine, and it let go right as he got into turn 10.
NHL soon, yeah, Ray. Pretty soon. NASCAR didn't have Creed's back now on that.
Andre Castro.
Shocker about St. Ed Jones right now. P6, yeah.
Teammates from Alpha Prime, both.
Who? Ed
with some
Jones.
Contact there and damage. Fourth caution of the day. Crash in turn 12 involving multiple vehicles. Restart with 5 remaining or so. Allgaier.
All right, so we got Justin Allgaier, Sheldon Creed, SVG, Sam Mayer, Sammy Smith, Ryan Truex, Parker Kligerman, Ed Jones, AJ Allmendinger, and Cole Custer in P10. But we're going to ride with AJ Allmendinger here. See what happens with him. Live. When does the race happen? Seriously, what is this crap? This is the race. This is the race. This is the Xfinity race from Portland. So thanks so much for everything. Thanks for hitting up subscribes, y'all. Hit the like button for us. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Leading board's not updated. Yes, it is. It is updated.
They're not done.
7 laps to go. And Corey Heim won the first race, so I predicted that right. Now I need SVG to win here. Come on, SVG. Let's make this happen. You can do it for the win. Almost done. 7 laps to go. Creed's own sacrifice. But SVG's going to have to be aggressive here. 2 times he could have just pushed it in, but he did not. He hold back. I don't follow NHL, but I'm in Dallas, and the Stars are looking good, I believe. Yeah, they're in the close to getting into the finals, but they got to beat the Edmonton Oilers to get in there. If you're just coming in, hit the like button for us. Trying to get to 300 likes. We've gotten our goal of 13,400. We appreciate you guys. SVG needs a good restart. He needs to be aggressive and hold his line and not give up. But it could wreck someone. New Zealanders are throwing their breakfast at the TV right now, screaming, "Get on with it." Exactly. Michael says SVG and Allgaier restart showdown. Number 8 to go with the Earnhardt Jr. for life. Terry dropping those 7s. Members, drop your 7s if you're an Allgaier fan. This should be an interesting restart here. Braves losing 11-9. Stars are down 1 game, face elimination. It'll be tough to beat the Oilers.
Just about time to finish it for the NASCAR Xfinity Series in Portland, Oregon. 13th race of the year, 2nd time we've done battle on a road course. It's been a great day for Justin Allgaier. Wins stage 1, stage 2. He's led 44 laps, and he's out front for this late restart.
So many 7s.
Oh, there's going to be so much to manage. It's going to get aggressive. Let's do the choose. We'll go green with 5 to go. No, we're not going to choose here, evidently. 1 more lap before we choose.
This is where we need an SVG in-car camera.
So probably 4 to go on the restart here when we come around and do the choose.
Well, you notice that 18 cars missing out of that lineup. From 2nd place, Sheldon Creed trying to get that first Xfinity win. But up on top of that pit box, I've got to imagine this is just as frustrating for first-year crew chief Sam McCauley, longtime engineer on the 11 Cup car, has come down here to try to be a crew chief. And these opportunities don't come often when you're battling for a win. So frustrating for drivers, but even more so for a crew chief who had nothing to do with it.
Looking at our top 5, 3 Junior Motorsports Chevys there, just like last week, just like here a year ago.
6 to go.
In charge, Justin Allgaier, Amanda.
Yeah, and Jim, you just told your driver, congratulations on keeping a clean race car here today, but to go ahead and use it
Junior
up
Motorsports
for the
1,
rest of this race,
4,
what are
and
you expecting
5.
on this restart?
Looking pretty good.
Well, last year it got pretty ugly for us down there. Ended up losing the race over it, so I would expect probably more of the same of that. I don't know. He's done a really good
Someone
job today.
spin Allgaier.
The Brant Cherry Camaro's been really good all day, and hopefully.
Well, it's a long race course. That's another reason why it's long.
When we got over here for the interview, he still had his head sock on.
Jackman Jim Pullman.
jack of all trades.
Is aggressive. Allgaier is aggressive, passive SVG. Yes. Today he has. He has not shown it. We watched it on the restart there when
I think Pullman had the right attitude.
Chandler Smith
that, though. I mean,
went
that,
and
that this
SVG
restart,
did not.
Got probably a 50%
And then when in the
chance
turn
of
he
coming out of
stopped.
this with the lead and hopefully not spun around.
We'll do the choose, get to restart coming up here tomorrow.
Let's go Mayor, Holly
The
B
United
says.
Football League regular season finale is in prime time as the Houston Roughnecks battle the Memphis Showboats.
Dale Jr.
It all
evil
kicks off tomorrow
stepmom
night,
should
7
be
Eastern on Fox
have his name
and
back.
the Fox Sports app.
Nice. Alaska is NASCAR popular there in Alaska.
I mentioned Junior Motorsports, how good
Spin
they did
SVG,
today.
Grant
Those
says.
3 cars inside the top 5. Give some love to Ryan Truex, who's had a good afternoon. Parker Kligerman in the 48 has had a lot to overcome. Ed Jones knocking on the door of a career best in 7th. Allmendinger back up there in 8th. And Cole Custer, who had that bad pit stop, was outside the top 25, is returned to the top 10.
How about that 8 of Sammy Smith? I mean, we have not really talked about him since the first lap
Sammy
when he got
Smith,
spun out there,
P4.
making his way back inside the
So
top
Sheldon
5,
Creed
and
won't get his first
to be
career
honest,
win.
it's not
Not
a bad
yet.
place to be right now, Adam. Row 2.
No, and when you get down to turn 1, depending on what happens on that front row, that second.
Yeah, I guess
or third
Sheldon
row,
Creed's done too. I don't see him in the
possibly
top
come out
10
the lead
either.
when they exit
What
turn
happened to
6.
him?
Josh?
Well, down here with the crew chief of
Look
the
at those
20 Brand Trucks
Chevys.
is Tyler Allen. What are you telling your driver in terms of being able to take this thing home and get his second win of the season?
I was just telling him to clean him up and get ready for the chaos. No one knows what's going to happen here. We'll have 4 to go on the restart. It's up to him, man. We'll just avoid the chaos, and I really think we're in a good spot.
Another one of the crew chiefs that's gone over the wall here today. Good luck the rest of the way. Thanks.
Well, head socks are the trend.
They
for
are.
crew chiefs on pit box apparently today.
Probably won't see that tomorrow in the Cup race at St.
Probably
Louis, I'm
not.
guessing. Truex Allgaier, the only drivers up there inside the top 10 that haven't had a problem today. And it was a Junior Motorsports car that had a chance to win at Dover.
Go
Truex,
Stars,
who
go
we hadn't
Mavs,
talked
and go
a lot about throughout the
SVG
day,
over
went
there
up
on
there,
Twitch and
stole it
Lower
away. So we'll
Hearts.
see
What's
if
up, man?
history
Good to see
repeats
you over
itself.
there.
He's got some ground to make up, though.
Sheldon
As we
Creed
do the
just
choose,
won
and
this
he will be
race,
fifth
Larry
prior
Mack
to that.
says.
I think we have a new
Or
format for the All-Star qualifying. next
Gamer
year.
said
Crew
over
chiefs
there.
gotta
Watching
go
on
over the
Twitch. Got
wall
20
and
folks over there watching on
Larry
Twitch.
Dyer, Jack Carson.
So sorry I didn't have my chat up. Appreciate y'all being over there on Twitch as well.
In there.
SVG for the bump and run like he did on Supercars. We'll see. He hasn't shown me that he
Well, we'll
has
see
been
what
aggressive whatsoever.
Allgaier's got up his sleeve. See if he can get a good jump again on Shane Van Gisbergen.
Thanks for the new followers on Twitch as
What I
well.
would be worried about if I'm Justin is Shane's had a couple of shots at it now. One of these is going to work out for him. He hasn't done a good
5
job the
laps
last
to
couple,
go.
but eventually it's
Keep
gonna
hitting
work
that
out.
subscribe. Keep hitting that like button. Trying to get to 300 likes.
I'm not gonna tell you, Trevor.
723 of us here.
My secret.
Appreciate it. And here we go. Green flag.
Here we go, right flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Get another caution. Front row, Justin
Oh, I gotta not be able to see it. Here we go.
Shane Van Gisbergen.
Let's see what's AJ
There was
D's.
again that little bit of a
Another non-aggressive. Look at Dinger.
Shane's gonna have a chance to jump to the inside here with Sammy Smith on his outside.
So I was on Cole Custer. I wasn't even on Dinger.
The battle for second.
Oh, Truex in the dirt.
Allgaier grabs the lead into turn 1, turn 2.
Here comes
Shocking that
SVG.
all of those guys made it through turns 1, 2. Look at the run that Van Gisbergen gets.
Oh, come on, SVG.
Going to be to the inside of Justin Allgaier.
4 to go.
4. Oh, look how loose Van Gisbergen is on his inside.
SVG on the
Turn
inside.
4, turn 5. The battle for
Come
the
on,
lead is
boy.
on. Inside of 5 laps to go.
And
Portland.
SVG
There
for the
goes Shane
lead.
Van Gisbergen around Justin Allgaier. They have contact.
Allgaier knocked him.
I think Justin feels like maybe a little bit unfair there. You saw him get to the back of Shane.
I didn't see much unfair there.
I
That
didn't
was some
either.
Good
No,
hard racing.
I didn't say what we saw. I'm saying what he thought he felt.
Sam Mayer up to 3rd. Sammy Smith is right there behind him.
Yeah, and this is the area that if you want to pay somebody back, right here.
SVG in the lead. 4 laps to go. Keep hitting that like button.
What a bad flashback for Justin Allgaier, who a year ago found himself in second after the late race restart, trying to catch Cole Custer. Now it's Shane Van Gisbergen. Sam Mayer working his bumper.
Yeah, it
SVG
just seems
pulled
like
away
seven
almost a
can't
half a
get going
second.
on this restart. We've seen him be able to get that little bit of a comfortable lead.
Dinger
on each
trying
of
to get
these,
around.
but his
He's in
car just has
P5.
not fired off the way that he wants to. Let's see. Maybe after a lap race, Trevor, he can get it going again.
That dirty air adjustment never helps these things, does it?
Never gets
Ed
better.
Jones around the dinger now. Ed Jones in P5.
3 laps to go for Shane Van Gisbergen. Allgaier would
Can
love to get
CeeLo
there, but he's
pick
also
2
trying
in
to
a
hold off
row?
his teammate for second. Sam Mayer is fast
Picked
in the
Corey
one.
Heim to
It's
win.
challenging, Adam, when you're having to protect. You have to charge the entry, shallow the entries up because you know you're under attack. And
Allgaier's in serious trouble. Thank goodness for SVG to finally be aggressive here.
Roll off the brake
Keep
pedal,
hitting that
and
like
you can't do
button.
that right now.
Yeah, you just can't race in defense mode and have any lap time. You see, he opened up his entry right there. Mayer tried to get to his inside. I'll tell you what, though, for as much as they're racing, the 97's not getting away as far as I thought he would.
Justin can get about a 2-3 car gap, which you see it opening up a little bit. If he can get off a turn 12 with that gap, I think he could go challenge Shane.
Yeah, this isn't over. I mean, I think the 7 had the fastest car. It just didn't fire off very well initially, and it seemed like the 97 did, but now it's almost like it's flipped right now. You see the 7 car kind of coming on. It's like the 97 might be struggling a bit.
The 1 got the tire barrier there off of turn 12 using all the racetrack, but that's that gap that Justin Allgaier needed.
And that's good. Oh, you see he's got a flat
Oh,
tire.
Sam Mayer with a flat tire. Could we have a caution?
That could be a caution. That carcass comes off.
He got off the track pretty
That's
quick.
a long ways to have to go around this racetrack.
Let's go back and see what happened inside of 2 laps to
Sam
go.
Mayer with a flat tire.
Just
Oh,
trying
he
to
hit
get
the-
all he can to get that run down the front stretch, hoping he can outbrake Allgaier into turn 1.
Can he get around without losing, stopping though? That's the question.
With Haley Deegan earlier.
SVG with 2 laps to go.
Once Shane Van Gisbergen gets back to the white flag, the next flag would end the race. Something to keep an eye on as we also watch Sam Mayer limping around the racetrack with that tire issue.
Yeah, this is getting good. The 7's a little quicker than the 97 right now. It's going to be all about putting together the perfect lap here on the white flag lap.
We heard him talk about making those adjustments on the 97 at the last pit stop, and they have woken up the beast.
Indianapolis and Poconos, only 325
They come
miles.
off of turn 12, back to the start-finish line.
SVG 2 to go.
They'll see the white flag
And
this
Dinger's
time.
in
1 lap
P5.
to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Shane
Here we
Van
go.
Gisbergen in the lead and trying
I'll be
to
quiet.
finish
Y'all
it
can
off
listen
here
in.
Portland.
Yeah, he got off at turn 12 really well, but you see Allgaier sails it down into turn 1, closes right up to the rear bumper. He's loose off of turn 2, though, and not going to get the drive that he needs on the exit.
What a day it's been for SVG.
Which part of it, Adam? Off the track, on the track?
Qualifies up front, but has been banged up throughout the afternoon, sent in multiple directions, time off the track, but stayed in the game, the late rally, the awesome restart, and now just a half a lap away from his first career victory in an Xfinity car.
Well, he had to work for this one. We think back to Coda when he's leading on the last lap and it gets taken away. He shows up at the Chicago Street Course in the Cup Series, thinks, hey, this might be easy, but now the Xfinity
Ryan
Series is at
Truex
the
finally
final
wrecked.
Truex is off track. Down the back straightaway, turns 10, 11, and 12 for Shane Van Gisbergen. Supercar champion comes to the States. Trevor talked about his hot start, winning for the first time ever in a Cup car at Chicago. Today, the 13th time he's driven an Xfinity car. And
Congratulations,
he's gonna get it done.
SVG.
Career win #1 for Shane Van Gisbergen comes in Portland, Oregon.
Well, that is just not at all the way we thought he
Mountain
was gonna
Billy.
go. I think most of us thought that
Thanks,
the
buddy.
97, the 16 were going to dominate this race.
CeeLo picked
But as you
SVG
said,
2
Trevor,
for
just
2 today.
Really had to work for that. Didn't
He's
have the
wasted
best
no
car.
time to do some burnouts.
He just
over
spit it
here.
out, man.
Earned it though, and did it cleanly. He didn't send Justin Allgaier off into turn 1. You know, he makes it down into turn 3, 4, gets to his inside, gets him loose, but
SVG is like burning out with cars around him.
Allgaier ends up second. Sammy Smith was third. Back-to-back top 5s for him. Allmendinger back to the top 5. Same
You're welcome,
for
Leo.
Jones. Van Gisbergen, your winner.
AJ did outstanding. Oh, he's like spinning out, like he's like fishtailing. He's, oh my gosh, I've never seen anybody go around a road course. He's not gonna have any tires left by the time he gets back there. He just he's just spinning himself out left and right. That's awesome. Like cars are like, hey, we're still driving here. I've never seen anybody do a burnout this long before. He's like going through the turns doing burnouts. Cars are gonna have to slow down. Wow. SVG won. Yes. SVG. NASCAR won't be happy about that. Started burnouts before everyone took the. Yeah, I know. Like, I hope that doesn't penalize him and lose the race. I don't think it will. But let me see those 97s in the chat. SVG with the win. I think they finally told him to calm it down because he's not doing it anymore. Because cars literally were like stopping. It's crazy. I think he's happy. I know. SVG, congrats. So mad, my man Sam Mayer. Yeah, he had that issue. That's about it. Now he's burning it out big time on the front stretch. Hit the like and leave. Y'all leave. Thanks. Hit the like before y'all leave. Thanks, man. Appreciate Mr. Pearson. We were almost to 300. Where are we at? 250, 257. So we almost got there. See you tomorrow. Yes, sir. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll definitely do in the race tomorrow. So make sure you're here. We'll do pre-race right here as well. And we'll have some fun tomorrow. So SV didn't know about winner's burnout protocol. Exactly. I've never seen that happen before. That's funny. But we'll listen in to that was Cole Custer, not AJ Allmendinger. All right, let's listen in.
Sideways the whole lap around and not slow. He was at speed.
Yeah, really fun to watch.
A huge win because it's the first of his career.
You're welcome.
Popular win. Listen to the crowd.
Year one, he's going to the playoffs. How awesome is that?
This team's no stranger to wins at road courses. AJ Allmendinger coming home in the top 5. His teammate has maybe paved the way for him to be here battling for this win.
Thank you, Mr. Barrett.
Shane Van Gisbergen getting his first career Xfinity Series win. Shane, for you, we know road course racing is your bread and butter. Go ahead, my friend. Go ahead.
And he just punted
that's a first
football.
Right there, too. We know road course racing
football
is your bread and butter. You qualify up front, but everything in the middle of the race was a battle.
He signed it, too.
The lead
That's
back
cool.
on that final restart, and ultimately
You're welcome,
CeeLo.
CeeLo.
Get the win.
Hey, well, firstly,
Thank you,
I'm very sorry
Clifford.
to Sam Mayer and the
You're
one
welcome.
team for the first corner. I just mucked up there and just clipped him, so very sorry. He got back well, but yeah. Quadlock Chevy, thanks Cooler Racing, Trackhouse guys, and yeah, what a day. It was really cool, had some great racing. I need to get better at my restarts and learn how to position, but man, that was so much fun. Really, really cool racing. I love these cars, they're great.
How about that celebration? I mean, we haven't seen that before. You tried to do the burnout the entire track and then the punt. Did you know you were going to do that if you got a win?
I just do whatever comes to mind, but probably need to tune it, need a bit more steering like I spun out, so we'll make that better for next time.
Shane Van Gisbergen, your winner at Portland. Amanda?
Yeah, Justin Allgaier's been taking in the final of this race. And Justin, I heard you on the radio tell your team what a great job they did today. And you said, I'm so angry at myself. In reflection, what could you have done different?
Oh, I don't know. I think that under those restarts, we were so free taking off, and the car was just struggling to get grip. Once I got the tires hot, it was really, really good. And I think that's the hardest part is, we kind of, once he got by me there, I probably overdrove it trying to get back to him and probably didn't help my cause any. But really proud of this team. I mean, all the effort that this team puts forth is truly incredible. To come here 2 years in a row, finish second 2 years in a row, stings a little bit, but at the same time, really proud of everybody at Brand Fresh and Agriculture. Had the cherries on the car this week. It looked good. I had a bunch of guests here. Just all in all, it was a rough day. Nothing to say for it.
Norla.
We'll see you in Sonoma.
Thank you.
We hear from the veteran there, but it's the rookies who have been outstanding so far this season. Jesse Love wins at Talladega. First of his career today belonged to another rookie, Shane Van Gisbergen.
Allgaier kind of got loose a little bit in that turn.
You got to be heartbroken for Justin Allgaier, right? I mean, solid interview.
Again.
He doesn't want to talk to us right now, frustrated with what happened. But we saw that, guys, on the restart. That car just wouldn't fire off. He said the balance was a little bit too free. He did need those cautions at the end. Sometimes they work for you. Sometimes they work against you.
You're right, Jamie. It's not often you feel bad for a second-place
Yeah,
finisher.
that tire, that left rear tire is on the ground.
So close. Not just here, but you think back to Phoenix. We saw those highlights of blowing a tire, leading the race with under 5 to go. Then last week at Charlotte,
the truck race is over. Corey Heim won.
So many races this year.
Led 46 laps today, sweeps the stages, but as he said, comes home second for a second straight year. His teammate Sammy Smith right behind him, Amanda.
Yeah, and it's a third-place finish for Sammy Smith. He will turn 20 on Tuesday, but you were just battling this car all day long. How do you lock in and get through that?
Yeah, it was a long day. We obviously started kind of 9th, 10th there, and we stayed there stage 1, and then spun out there stage 2, and had to work our way back up. So it's a good job.
Thank you, Andrew.
JRM team, Powerflying J.
Thank you, Andrew, for subscribing.
Everybody that's been sticking with us lately. We've started to run where we wanted to these last couple weeks, and it's starting to show. So just got to keep this momentum going into Sonoma.
Thank you, Sammy.
Thank you.
I'm anxious to look at the leaderboard because Sammy Smith was down there at the cut line, has a great day, but Van Gisbergen doing what he did today, jumps up to the top and joins the playoff race. 6 drivers, 6 series regulars have won. They're locked in. Sammy Smith now at the cut line, plus 20. Kligerman, pretty good day at plus 34. And Allmendinger, even though he didn't get the win he wanted, top 5, he goes plus 72 now, 8th on our leaderboard. Another road course race coming your way next Saturday. We're in Wine Country, Sonoma. Coverage starts 7:30. We're racing at 8 o'clock Eastern time. And tomorrow, Cup Cars in St. Louis. Our coverage begins with race day at 2 o'clock, and we're racing at 3:30. What a wild day it was here in Portland, Oregon for these Xfinity cars. We're happy that you were able to spend some time with us on this Saturday afternoon.
All right. Appreciate everybody that hung out today. Thanks so much for the ones that hung out with us. SVG in first place, Justin Allgaier in 2, Sammy Smith 3, AJ Allmendinger 4, Ed Jones 5, Cole Custer 6, Josh Williams 7, Parker Kligerman 8th, Parker Watzlaw 9th, Riley Herbst 10th, Austin Hill 11th, Josh Bilicki 12th, Sheldon Creed 13th, Ryan Sieg 14th, Austin Green 15th, Brendan Poole 16th, Ryan Ellis 17th, Kyle Sieg 18th, Jesse Love 19th, Blaine Perkins 20th, Nathan Beard 21st, Garrett Smithley 22nd, Andre Castro 23rd, 24th, Patrick Gallagher 25th, Kyle Weatherman 26th, Leland Honeyman. Ryan Truex blew that tire on the last lap. He finishes on the last lap there, and then a whole bunch of cars went down. Matt Benedetto only 2 laps down. He got stalled there. Haley Deegan never made it out of the top 20 or out of the top 30. She was in 33rd, 4 laps down. And then Chandler Smith had that issue on the restart, hitting SVG from the back. We were watching that. Jeb Burton, 37th. And last place, Preston Pardon, 66 laps. Leaders, here we go, leaders. SVG led 12 laps. Allgaier led 46, dominated both stages, and still comes out the bridesmaid. What's up, Butterfly? What's going on? How are you? I go to local dirt tracks on Friday nights. Better, cheaper entertainment. Love the crazy fellers running hobby stock. SVG best burnout ever supercar champ. That is crazy. I've never seen anything like that before. So there's that. Cautions today, where had 5 of those. We never really discussed that today, but those are that. So hope everybody had a good time. Appreciate all the love today. But SVG, and then do y'all want to see the? Hold on, let's look at the rundown of trucks. Let's do the trucks. Is our off feed going to be up on that? Results. Corey Heim wins the race. Christian Eckes second. Nicholas Sanchez, Ty Majeski, Lane Riggs, Chase Purdy, Ben Rhodes, Stuart Friesen, Andres Perez de Lara in 7th. Did I do well? With that? Bronny. Luke Fenhouse in 10th. Tanner Gray in 11th. Daniel Dye 12th. Ty Dillon 13th. Dean Thompson 14th. Tyler Aikman 15th. Raj Caruth 16th, Grant Infinger 17th, Timmy Hill 18th, Lawless Allen 19th, Crafton finishes 20th, Brett Holmes 21st, Connor Mozak 22nd, Matt Mills 23rd, Garcia 24th, Salas 25th. All these guys were on the lead lap. Wow. Thad Moffitt, Bailey Curry, Taylor Gray, and then Mason Massey and Colby Howard were the ones that were out. So there is your finals for the truck race. Sorry we didn't get to watch that. That was kind of a bummer. But CeeLo picked Corey Heim. CeeLo picked SVG. CeeLo picked tomorrow Kyle Larson. So we'll see how it goes. Teresa, you're welcome. So there is your finals for both races. Sorry we didn't get to do the truck race, but it is what it is on sometimes. But I've never seen it ever in the history of watching. I've never seen two NASCAR events going on at the same time. So I'm sure that'll never happen again. I'm sure they'll have some backlash. They already had some backlash from last week. They're going to get some more too. But NASCAR is going to do what they want. But anyway, thank you guys so much for everything. Thanks to my lovely wife Spain, who's coming home. And I want to thank my mods for hanging out here all the time. Thank you so much. Thank you for the viewers. Thank you for the members, all the new members that you are now become members. Thank you guys. Andrew, Mr. Barrett subscribed. Who else here? Yeti subscribed. Zachary subscribed. Jonathan subscribed. Views73 subscribed. Scott subscribed. Michael became a member. Storky Redding subscribed. Steven became a member. River King subscribed. Dave subscribed. 7T Racing EST 2021 has subscribed. Fans of the Green Bay Packers, 7 months. South Virginia became a member. Triton's a member for 6 months. Gator a member for 7 months. Donna Lee became a member. Charles Smith became subscribed. David Farmer subscribed. David Manny subscribed. And all the fun. And thank you to Rick. And I want to thank Mine for giving us gifting memberships today. So thank you so much for everything. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow afternoon. The stream will be up later for the Enjoy Illinois 300. Hope you guys enjoyed, had fun. If you're watching on see who won the race, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new to us, make sure you subscribe because we're going to have a lot of fun here on NASCAR through the month of June. We're going to have a good time. So until then, we will see you soon. We'll see you tomorrow. You're welcome, Yaya. And thank you, Sergeant Bob. I appreciate you. And thank you, Butterfly. Yes, she got the gift as well. So there we go. Oh, appreciate it. Make sure you join the Discord as well. Rick just put that in there. Jake, thank you, buddy, for modding. Appreciate that. And you, Rick, too. Curtis as well. Thanks again, Rick. And good night, CeeLo and chat. So until then, peace out. See you tomorrow for some NASCAR Cup Series action. Peace out.